Yeah! Balik lagi nih ke Nobar nih Pak J. Gila, bersama Babang Pauji yang keyboardnya bagus guys ya. Bang kangen iya Malmer Wibu. Bang kangen. Bukber lu bukber.
I'm excited for Lightning Fast debut. This is a really, interesting pick. A guy who's kind of been,
Weh, Garnet main bro.
A very high level.
Dengar ada Lightning Fast main ya? Main gak sih dia?
2021. So,
kalau.
he's a very good player. So I'm just curious to see how he's going to fit in.
I mean, he was playing last year as well in
Buset,
APAC.
bawain dia
Had some great performances, but
Iya kan?
this is his first debut. First of all, the guy is
Barusan
smiling.
lewat.
He looks ready to go. But he didn't play a lock-in. He hasn't
Patitin.
really shown us much at all this year. So this will be his first time with the team, and that's going to be interesting to see
Bet,
for sure.
siap, bet nih. Set
question here
langsung.
is, I suspect double controller is my guess, so that
Baji.
means to me what map is.
Selamat sore warga Instagram.
gonna be the
Kita
first one
Nobar
here.
Global melawan Talon sungai ke
Icebox,
YouTube
Lotus,
baru
Split,
mulai.
those are kind of the ones where you're more likely
Mantap
maybe
Faisal.
to see double controller versus others.
Chemistry
Is he gonna be
100%.
playing a Harbor potentially or something like that. Astra or Viper as well are definitely in the mix. So, really curious. Lightning Fast is kind of like my big point of interest for me. Like he's the unknown. It's his first time in Pacific.
That's right.
What's gonna happen?
All eyes are on him.
I think whatever it is, today's matchup is going to be so different than yesterday because both of these teams
Sungai,
are
bro.
completely different than how the Korean or Japanese.
Sungai di bet, di like, adik-adik jangan lupa. Allahu Akbar 17. Ngaco.
Rotation at Pacific. That's what I'm hoping anyway, including team comms. I mean, Talon is the one who had a triple duelist comp last week, which was crazy. And also the same team and only team who showed up with Gecko.
Yeah, Spirits.
Wah,
are
ngaco.
Yes, they do have some interesting comps for sure. A lot of new things to experiment with, and maybe experimentation has been done because today it is, like you mentioned, do or die. Boy is here with as their assistant coach as well from the US. So I think Talon has been cooking up some secret recipes behind our backs. Global, we've seen how they perform. They are pretty good. They're gonna just have to clash against each other.
They're gonna surprise with quadra
Mapnya mana?
duelists
Belum. Abis ini baru map.
No, Vic, please.
and a Sage.
Besok mer bukbernya nggak jadi sekarang. Ya Allah, bukber apaan lu deket-deket lebaran?
That would be.
My eyes.
Yeah.
Udah bukan bukber itu mah udah nongkrong.
Certainly.
Oh my God.
Pipe puasanya udah habis.
Look, I think for Talon, if they are cooking, if that's their idea, that I need to see the ingredients
Maaf bro.
better put together. Like the triple duelist thing, fine if it was working, but DRX is pretty
Anjir,
unflappable.
Talon nge-ban Pearl ya.
fan,
Gokil
So
juga.
what's gonna be the first pick?
Abi halal itu,
I mean,
Bang.
Split is here, right? This is the map that was played very,
Lotus.
very well.
Oh,
for the,
split GE, bro.
against DRX, so
Split
no
guess.
surprise at all, especially with the way that Talon looked against DRX.
Ice.
on the same map.
That
Let's
certainly is one of their favorites, but Icebox, this is
Thank God we
Victoria's
get different.
favorites. But
Gue suka Icebox ke Talon.
to go back to this, like we
Ben,
haven't seen this in a while, not so much in Pacific.
Saya
but the
kemarin sih
whole
lagi ngeri.
of this,
Iya, sampai
Pacific
break
playoffs,
record ya kan?
league play for so far.
Oh, Lotusnya nggak dikasih.
I don't know. Maybe they actually do have.
Nggak dikasih
something.
decider.
Maybe they're gonna go back to your
Oke, Hyven berarti ya. Mantap.
Even as the decider is really interesting. I mean, this is a map.
Apaan
I
sih
favor
kopro?
GG a
So
little
tau
bit
nih
more
si
on
pom-pom
with
ini.
what I've seen from them.
Udah ada gue.
Very kind of classical Haven, but
Ah!
still they play it very, very effectively.
We know how strong texture can be. He said in
Time out.
that
Anjing.
maybe his team needs to play a little bit faster to match his pace. So that's something that I'm going to keep my eyes on. Meanwhile, for Talon, I just want to
Udah ada gue. Dengan PD-nya tuh kayak si Malmer waktu ditepu.
Lock. But when it comes to coordinated plays, it's just not quite there yet for whatever reason.
Ngantuk.
Really need to fix it right here today, this week.
Like-nya kok masih 35? Apa-apaan nih maksudnya? Hah?
Talon, I mean, this
Kurang ajar.
looks like it makes sense.
Yeah, now we're back to something.
Gue udah cocok jadi antagonis belum gue, guys.
Texture's playing Sage, the battle Sage, I guess. This is
Lightning
wild.
Pass
I'm
with
really
Raje.
curious what GG
Let's
is
see.
going with this. I mean, Munyet on the Astra we know is really strong. But
Switching things up today, favor than.
yeah.
I love it.
Bang, Escarosi,
I
bang.
love when they switch it up in Pacific. It's just gonna give us exciting games. I wonder if we're going to see more judgment days from Monyet again on Split, because he was crazy 2 weeks ago. Now let's see how
Coba
this is
1000
all going to play
global.
out at the caster desk. In the booth above this stage today, we've got Achilleos and William. William, how's your teeth doing? I heard you got something done.
I did get one of my teeth crowned.
Yeah. I have no idea about this.
Tapi feeling gua Patipan bakal gila guys hari ini nih.
I got
Sama
my
Dek Garnet.
first tooth ever crowned, my first cavity ever actually.
Taunya Susi Boy ya.
Here on Earth.
I'm still holding out.
You're still holding
I haven't
out.
got a cavity.
Dang.
I've been able to survive this long, which is surprising given how much sugar and soda I was consuming at a young age, just sitting in a LAN cafe for 12 hours on end. But all right, well, glad that your crowning went well.
Thank you.
Shit, nampaknya sudah
mati
lagi nih channel, like-nya cuma 60 guys.
Talon.
Konyol.
And yeah, it is curious to see Lightning Fast coming in,
Watch
playing the
party.
race. This is the same comp that we saw from Global all the way back versus Vitality at lock-in, except at that point, it was SK Rossi playing the stage, Texture was playing the Raze.
Yes, so a little bit of a player swap. Now, Lightning Fast, he has a significant number of games on Raze as well, especially towards the end of last year when they were playing in some of those third-party tournaments. Seems like he was really playing a lot of the Raze, some of the Reyna as well, trying to fit him
Bersyukur,
into
Bang.
this
Enggak.
role. So,
Manusia nggak boleh bersyukur.
Up. I mean, Texture, we
Nggak
know
boleh,
he
nggak
can
boleh.
drag, but his utility on the stage,
Nggak
how does
boleh.
that work out? His timings, right? And
Manusia harus banyak dosa, guys.
Sometimes he's going to have to make his own decisions.
All right.
Titipan Pemda. Oh iya.
Gates have opened, and for now, Talon just going to be sending a couple people creeping here into B Garage. Monyet playing on the
Titipan
site.
Pemda main cenah guys.
To also keep
Pemda teh apa
eyes
sih?
on, given what he was able to do the last time that they played on this
Singkatannya?
split map.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what a monster. And then also to point out on the side of Talon, I mean, not only, of
Paling
course,
cuma
are they straying
10
away
orang
from the
tuh.
triple entry, but a little bit of, an agent swap as well, right? Last time it was Pat playing on that Astra, I believe. Didn't show as much comfort with the utility, but Cruz...
Wah, ada yang serius ternyata guys.
I don't count that game.
Kira mau dikasih
As far as
jokes.
I'm concerned, Pat has never played Astra.
Yeah, that was just in our dreams. So he's just going to be playing that KO, something that he should be a little bit more self-sufficient with.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a lot more suited to him, especially as a player who's coming back after a long time away. Putting him on something like an Astra where it's very micro-focused, definitely a bit out there.
Kita lihat. Guess Monyet.
Just to try to check, see if there's still that presence here in mid.
Now, on the side of Global Esports, I mean, they've just confirmed that no one's really pushed in towards B. They haven't shown as much control over mid yet, and the way they're checking,
Oninya
first,
kagak di-upgrade, guys.
utility to
30
confirm,
seconds
they
left.
bought so
Konyol
much time, and now they know that as
Whoop.
long as Monyet can just stay
Guys,
alive,
Monyet.
that they can go for this retake over on B.
Oh, grab
Wih,
one
nggak
goes up.
ketahuan guys
Grab
Monyet.
one.
Kelas
He's
banget.
still alive.
The lock-in, but
Lah.
Garnet's not paying
Lah.
attention. Oh, he's doing it again.
Oh, no!
Ih, diratain aja sama Monyet. Oh my god.
Monyet, you absolute
Monyet, bro.
When
5 kills.
Monyet
already
ace.
locked in, 39, the record to beat.
Lah, kocak
Aaron
amat.
said on Twitter, be prepared for a big surprise. We all thought
Apaan
it was going
sih?
to be the Ross.
Garnet
The
dah
big
tuh.
surprise was Monyet kicking things off with a classic ace here in the first round.
Just gorgeously done. I mean, able to really easily secure the one onto Garnets, given the vulnerability that
Monyet.
every single follow-up kill from there. Absolutely hot damn gorgeous.
Baru satu run gimana sih Talon?
Again, sometimes players, they just feel more comfortable on certain maps, and clearly Split is that map here for Monyet. See if we can continue that, of course. I mean,
Ya,
with
kita
5
lihat
Spectres,
India.
a decent amount banked up on the side of Monyet as
Lah si
well. to
Ceriwis
continue on to the
kenapa
next
pakai
rounds.
jaket gitu guys? Sakit dia.
One of the biggest things that we had said after he set that 39 kill record was, is this a flash in the pan? Are we going to see consistency
Anjir,
from this
mereka bawa
guy?
kayu
I
ya.
think widely we have. So,
Yes.
hell of a way to kick things off. Let's see how he fares now in the anti-eco. Just a couple taps on the ropes over towards A Heaven. Just keep
Ada Bang Ben sore.
pushed over towards that side of the map. A nice bite, though. Will connect and put a bit of damage down onto Cruz and locking off Mail for now.
And this is something we saw when Global Esports was playing against DRX as well. It's just the way that they play the map of Split, despite its tight quarters, the way they're using their utility to buy time and cycle through all of that. Once again, I mean, this paint shells, it's going to buy so much time again, and he gets two.
Mantap India.
He's got the
Lagi
reset, he's
India.
throwing it right into Mail. He's going to force them forward, split them apart.
They're stuck
Spray in.
here.
Yeah, Bazzi.
Set geter-geter gitu India.
Pack connecting for a little bit
Oh
of
my
damage.
god, India.
I thought he had it for a second as well. Taking down Foxy, but there you have it. A
Pagi,
flawless
bro.
follow-up in the anti-eco.
Oh, dia geter-geter
A
gitu kayak
fantastic
Asuna.
start to this defending half here for Global.
I mean, look at the economic status of Global Esports, right? You keep all 5 Spectres. On top of that, barely much damage done to your shields. And then you're banking
Tadi
up
pagi
Reds, of
match
course,
hampir mahal
Red
sih
Bunyam
Sentinel guys,
as
cuman
well.
game 3-nya
They are in
cacat
such
aja.
prime position here for the defensive half on Split.
Great start. A couple kills now locked in for Lightning Fast as well in his debut on this stage. That's exactly what you want to see, is get him roaring, ready to go, nice and early into the game. Reduce that warm-up time, but
Mending LF daripada buat Rossi.
Yeah, and a little bit of a default setup
Gue
change here
nonton
for the first
sampai
couple
EG
rounds,
sama
right?
itu
Last
bego.
time we saw Monyet
Sampai
heavily
EG
focusing
sama
on
apa
medium
namanya?
or mid to shut down the entire map, but now, I mean, just in that second round, we actually saw him with a neat little setup to block off.
EG lawan apa? Gua sampai nggak inget anjir tadi pagi saking ngantuknya. Aguero apa guys? Kru.
Aaron to now constantly switch up his setups as well, providing some support
Sampai map
on that
3 tuh
side with the
capek bener.
one-ways, where Talon now they'll always have to approach first to figure out what the default is before they can actually
Psycho
make a
dipecat,
play.
mampus.
swinging around
Culun
the side
anjing
of it.
Psycho.
Nebula able to get line of sight. Does get a nice little headshot in. Sushi Boy's going to be down to
Oh.
5 HP. Bazzi will trade one back.
Good trade, good
Out
trade, good
looking
trade.
to
Got spike anjay.
He's got the read. Does he want to
Santai, Bajri. Jangan ganti senjata dulu, santai.
The ladder. Meanwhile, Fox is just pushing his way
Jangan ganti senjata,
downstairs.
jangan ganti senjata,
Moving
jangan
towards that
ganti
defender's
senjata.
spawn and very much
Oh,
leaves
dibarengin
Aaron in
ini.
a vulnerable position. As the boom
Ya,
bot is
kanan.
not going to check this spot. Nice pop.
Ya
flash.
elah.
No hope in
Nggak
hell.
expect
Very
di
nice
flash.
time there from Talon.
Yep, and Aaron going to get spotted as well. So, I mean, a great setup from Fox as
No
well,
bonus.
flanking all the way around.
Dulu
And
Dor,
also, we
gimana
gotta
sih
give
yang
credit
baru jadi
where
balik
credit
lagi
is due,
adik
of course,
adik.
Cat and
Ben
Garnets
apa?
not taking any chances, right? They recognize that if you're not up front,
Tens
then
lagi
you've gotta be
sakit kan
hidden
itu?
behind because you saw the spike drop. So, a good recovery, not the end
Ujianku
of
udah
the
selesai,
world.
makasih
for the
doanya,
boys.
mantap.
Oh,
Ditunggu
wow,
THR-nya.
just threw the smoke, just a little snap. But on top of that, we have to remember, you know, for Global Esports, sure, you didn't do as much damage as you would want to the enemies, but you also had so much bang done.
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to be
Pakai
more than fine going into the next.
Udi lock in anjir.
We'll be
Talon
buying
nggak
down.
3 duelis
Losing this one
lagi.
would be
Nge-troll
obviously
itu mah.
the most costly for them.
Nge-throw.
Equal weaponry now in hand.
And Cosmic Divide online for Monyet. So I suspect, yeah, without the early aggression on A side, soon enough Aaron should make the decision to kind of back off and just hold on to Heaven alongside Botsy, and that would allow them to at least control enough space where they can get an easy retake with the Cosmic Divide.
Fox trying it again. They identify roughly where he's at, and one segment of the wall going to be broken down. That's going to be the Trailblazer now let loose, quickly dealt with.
Coba masih di S tuh. Pas lagi Dogi langsung satchel dah.
Everybody else from Talon not pressuring over towards B, which will be called out, and now they can very much start to suspect that this is going to end up
Mepet
being
banget
a
sama
hit.
mulai matchnya. Ya,
And because of
udah
that,
mepet
they're
aja
actually
lu
lining
masih
up, they're
telat.
giving up
Gimana
Heaven,
gua
because
nggak
at some
mepet?
point, with the timer the way it is, Talon is going to have to get through to the site first. So they're trying to use this toxic screen to
Udah
their
kayak
advantage.
presiden,
where they
Gors.
can set up a crossfire.
On
They
time.
have backup coming in the form of Lightning Fast as well.
Aaron avoiding that. He just cuts down
Mepetnya
two
masih
for
belum
one.
telat, Bang.
Man, show me his POV.
And Aaron's still alive.
Able to find one. He gets a third. Bazzi swings out the backside.
Mepet banget emang sih, badan gue emang dempet.
Lost here in the fight, and Monyet should be able to afford a buy for him. So 3-1 the score
Bang
line
presiden
now.
on time mana gua
Very
tahu,
great
gua nggak pernah
answer
lihat.
back from G once they get to
Kan dijagain pas
equal footing
pampres.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout coming up here in Talon in the next round or two.
Ini Talon ngapa ya?
Because right now
I
they're
don't know.
spending so much time and utility just to figure out the setup.
Mungkin global
for
is too
Global
good.
Esports.
Anjay,
Yeah,
rame gitu.
apart from Mumbai, I figured it'd be a big one, but there it is. I mean, they're getting riled up, and as they should, because Global Esports was being called this team, the best team to never win yet here in the VCT leagues across
Presiden
the
yang
world.
mana?
Has been true.
Makin nanya yang masih ada lah, masih yang udah nggak ada, ngapain?
And I think that
Sejarah itu
you'd have to be
sejarah.
a fool to say otherwise, just given what they have been able to show us. Protection out. Does he want to swing off this? He does. No one there to see. Goes for it again.
Yeay.
A little bit of damage.
Kocak.
That Sheriff and wisely will back away. Bazzi in the meantime, top ramp swings. And that Sushi Boy's taken out.
Sohib Jamal
This
semua,
is where
Bang.
Batsy has been so good for this team of Global Esports. He may not be getting the most frags every time, but his utility to support and then always be prepared for these crossfires. And we've been seeing this more and more as Sky has been kind of taking hold as this main
Dengar-dengar ini
initiative
match
for a lot of
ngantuk,
teams
iya,
where
saking ngantuknya
you can
barusan
provide
Monyet
support in
es.
so many different ways. You got flashes, you've got intel, and then you can hold different angles with your flashes to provide crossfires. I mean, you're one of the best ways to be that kind of second line of entry or defense.
Dan makanan buka puasa, risoles bro, pakai nasi.
Been great with it, and I mean I keep referencing this interview from back when he had first transitioned over into playing this initiator.
Pastun dong lu, kocak. Oi,
Inevitably, lightning pass cannot go
LF.
that one. Swing over towards the
Wah.
Oh, the third shot is the charm.
Ikoed namanya nih guys.
On pace to go ahead and turn
Oh
this
monyet
into a
gak main
13.
B ya? Astra bro,
and
gak
with
main
the
B, what
weapons
the
picked
fuck?
up as well, this is going to give them a good chance to bounce back, right? They're not going to always have to fight from behind. Global Esports, they are going to try for this.
I heard the drop though, but Garnet
Wah,
with a 4K will
ketrip.
go ahead,
Kocak.
bring them over the finish line. So a second round win for Talon. Thrifty to
Buat
boot
yang
very
baru join
nicely
jangan
up by
lupa
them.
like-nya 7 kali ya guys.
Losing your Viper
Makasih
nice
orang
early in the
kampung.
round doesn't feel great. It's a really good way to bounce back.
Bang monyet, ini asli Indo, Bali bang.
Having played Duelist, knows
Asli
how to
Bali
set
dia.
up as an initiator for the rest of his teammates. So while Texture might not be playing Duelist right now in this map, he knows how to set
Bentar
something
lagi.
up.
Emang Indo.
We've seen that work for teams like
Udah
DRX
tau banget
here
gua
before,
komen-komen
where you
lu
take
orang.
all these jet mains and then you turn them into these other roles that know how the jet wants to play. We're kind of seeing that in the works right now for Global Esports as well.
Being a Jetman is just the first stage of evolution. You have so much more you can offer.
Oh my god, kocak India pada kagak bisa main. Iya Ipan. Wow, sangat tidak bisa main. Let's go.
I mean, sure, you had 3 people lined up, so the ones in front were really
Mantap.
just trying to bait
Emang harus
for you,
jijing
but
sama
still.
bro Ipan tuh.
Good lord. And now Bazzi's over here holding down this site with the judge. Good luck, Sushi.
Oh, well, oh,
Wah, gak bisa main coach, lihat coach. Wah, konyol coach, masa mainnya gitu coach.
Might not have been clean, but it doesn't matter. Spike is stranded over by Ramen. And they know exactly where Cruz is at. And Cruz finds one yet. Okay, so odd timing. Looks like he wasn't ready for him to be
Ayo, di
wrapped
mana
around
ya?
that quickly.
I mean, yeah, there's no reason for them to try to greed this over on A. Okay. Well,
Why not?
yeah, why not?
Ayo dong, muncul dong, hei.
With the classic, and it's a back-to-back
Hey.
Thrifty answered by Global. And that will
Ya kabur dah guys, biasa lu mah dibilangin orang
Concerned because they won that thrifty.
mau dibaca lagi sama si Diki, komennya goblok si Diki guys.
Obviously, if you're winning and you're gaining momentum, you may be
Adiki
able to
apa,
think,
Penita?
wow, these shots are
Sore pindah yang baru join jangan lupa di like, woi. Konyol nih, like-nya baru 90.
But this goes back to the fact that if you have a bunch of jet mains, that means their aim has to be crisp to a certain level.
Wah,
right?
meninggal
So you already
Ipan.
start with
Ipan
that
meninggal ya,
fundamental.
Ipan.
Now you just have to kind of build them into these other
Makan
molds of
Kadiki,
utility and
makan tuh
understanding
pepek.
each other.
Makan tuh
But if that can
empe-empe.
happen, if you can make that
Empe-empe kan,
chemistry
Penita.
work, you have a super team in the making.
Buka bet telat nih, tanda suruh member.
A decent enough
makasih yang udah
start
subrek.
Global. Timeout called by Talon. We'll see what Zeus has to say to the team to try to right the ship. Obviously,
Kok
playing standard
Pempek?
this time around. No triple duelist. Whether
Ben,
or not
apa
it was
kyo?
serious, I think is
Still doubtful.
yet to be
Nobar,
revealed.
bro.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
is
count
that-
myself
is that a
as
grill?
serious, just as a coping
Wow,
mechanism.
it's a grill.
But
All fair. I mean, you know what? As a Euro
Bentar guys,
fan,
aku kepo ini
I
guys,
do
kepo
see
GHRRQ
the
guys.
potential in that
oh
call.
yes, because it was the
Nah.
best display of Yoru we could have ever had.
Lah belum.
We were joking in the green room before the broadcast had started that it was going to be Global running a triple duelist.
Yeah.
Lightning Fast come and play Raze, Texture play Jet, and then Bazzi go back to playing Yoru, something that he did a hell of a lot of last year.
That's true.
Belum
I mean, he was one
HPGH.
of the first ones to show it over here in Korea. with
Kira-kira
the
hari ini
Euro
2
operator
map
once,
apa 3 map?
We saw kind of the downfall of Jet for a little bit
Bisa
with some
3
of her
sih
nerfs
kayaknya.
last year, but of course, Jet now in full power. Of course, Ray's kind of the preferred duelist for a lot of teams here on Split.
Yeah, if you're going to be running solo, seems like Raze is the play. Star going to be set up here at the edge of the garage just in case the push starts coming in, try to grab
Dia main waret, dia tadi gue
the
nonton tuh.
entries.
Pape, Penita makasih 7 bulannya Penita.
Skip over that. And Texture is not in a
Raju,
position
makasih
to
3 bulan
slow
gratisnya.
as well.
Yeah, but I mean the position.
7
definitely
bukan,
matters.
iya,
Just
7
focus
bukan,
on keeping
Penita,
mid, right?
bagus.
Make sure that we're not caught off guard by any sort of lurks, any sort of these hidden plays, because you're just controlling A heaven, you're just controlling mid. You just want.
Apal
sight
gua
on
yang
B, and
gratis,
then
mana
you're
yang
gonna
bayar,
rely on
mana?
Cosmic Divine to go for this retake. You even have the res from Texture, like you mentioned. I mean that allows you to be a little more aggressive with the retake as well.
Garnet does get slowed up a bit, but Cosmic Divide going to be cutting a lot of this audio. Push in. Oh, the full blind.
Wah, masih dapat, what the fuck?
What is that?
The combo
Weh,
is
Dam,
lightning
makasih
fast,
11
just
bulan
to
gratis
trust
ya,
that he's
Dam.
gonna get someone.
Oh my goodness. Well, Sushi Boys spike now planted,
Uy.
but he gets it.
Pelas gitu Bang GF. Bang EF, Bang LF.
Takes him down. Will fall to Cruz over the garage. He does find a secondary elimination.
Oke,
So
easy
a
retake.
bloody brawl here
Wala
on the
bangkap.
B site, but in the end, it's going to be Global with Aaron and Bazzi standing tall, bringing it now 5-2 and stopping Talon from being able to find immediate value off the back of
Bukan,
that
Ben,
timeout.
bukan. Iya,
Yeah,
bukan.
and like you mentioned, off of the timeout, this was
Makanya
the plan,
11
was use
bukannya.
Cosmic Divide and
Nah.
then push through before the plan fully completes to really counteract
Lebaran
any
bukan
sort of
apa,
rushed retake from the
April.
defenders. But Global Esports is ahead of it. What I was
Beasiswa
going to
kedua.
comment on,
Hamdan,
but
makasih
yeah,
satu
position
bukan
over there by
gratisnya.
Talon. Lightning fast. He just says he does catch him right at the end, but he was still in prime position there.
I mean, by the time he saw him, the guy was already dead.
Yeah.
He was just happening to hit that spray perfectly, and then immediately up over the top finds the Viper.
Sapri, makasih udah rejoin member.
And ensure for the clean retake. And you can
Oh,
hear
bukan
they are
April,
fired
iya,
up right
bukan
now.
April.
I mean, you're playing your debut match. You've been waiting to come here, join your team in Seoul, South Korea. Now you're giving your
Siapa
chance and
dulu
you're
di
popping off.
SCTP suka
What a
nonton
better,
Reja Bulan,
there's
guys?
no
Reja
better way to
Bulan,
start
tau
your
nggak?
career
Wah,
in
lucu
BCT
tuh Reja
Pacific.
Bulan.
Yeah. I mean, you can't imagine. I mean, how the hunger, really. Sitting back at home, waiting for that passport to arrive so that you could finally fly out.
Talon ya nggak ada sese-carry, sulit.
And then
Itu smoker
impressive
gacornya,
play.
bro.
Double drop here. And Event, Garnets, and Fox just checking things out.
Sama Parit aja, betul.
Pushing up, ends up getting caught. That Boombot crucially does not spot Monyet.
Ih, Monyet gak ketahuan guys, Monyet. Let's go Monyet. Go fan Monyet.
This could be monstrous. For now, Monyet
Enak nih Monyet nih.
Suppress coming in, the Seeker finds him.
Satu,
He just rushes in for the
dua.
kill.
Wah, nice. Big kill by Monyet.
God, he cannot be slain.
I mean, that's
Sialnya di ulti tuh guys, kalau nggak di ulti rata tuh.
Spend time for the res, of course. Now Batsi, the only one left
Lah,
alive.
temen-temennya hilang.
He's correctly gambling on this. He wants to go over to
Lah, Bang,
Baz is going to be looking for it.
Bang.
Made the check close at stairs. Plant coming down, and basically I'd say new age default. He starts inching his way forward. Spots one. Close there. Up on top of the rafters, however, is Pat, so we'll be able to shut him down.
Acak.
So we'll just go ahead back and forth, trade
Dan
some
doain
blows.
sama sampai
Talon
tujuan ya
keeping
di
it close.
rest area mobil trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
Aduh, Mas
Monyet
Aldian.
right there when he was trying to get the
Gua
flank.
nggak ada apa-apa, bro.
He chooses to run right
Dicek
as
dulu
the
mobilnya, bro,
Seekers pop,
dicek.
so Seekers plus
Eh,
no
iya,
flank
astagfirullahaladzim.
that
Sebentar, guys,
kind of
ya.
noise
Gua
against
harus ini
them.
dulu.
And he gets the
Sebentar ya.
second one as
Gua
well,
skip
which is
saran
really
bentar ya.
aggressive part.
Aku lupa.
But unfortunately, of course, I think Garnet's actually being caught there. Like, baits Batsy into thinking that it's going to be a different position. He doesn't even think about checking over on the rafters, and Pat will clean that round up.
Still, though, costly. And Talon, at the very least for Global here, they have not allowed for Talon to really build up much bank. At the moment, just Fox with 2,500. Looking the most well off. Flash out into mid, really heavy presence. 4-man stack to check forward there from Global.
Yeah, they do this about halfway through their defending half every time we've seen them so far. Now, they did not see the spike, so they just confirmed that there was no mid presence, so not too much info gained. That allows them to also just safely default back in position. But once again, the setup is, let's just keep mid control, right? I mean, you have the support potentially from both Monyet and Batsy to make sure Lightning Fast can get out alive over through B Heaven if need be. Oh, they're going to try to pinch.
Oh, that flash does not connect.
Nggak apa-apa, bro. Udah, bro. Aman, bro.
But, oh, his crosshair placement off as he tries to go for the reswing. Pat will be able to find Monyet, but then Bazzi.
Kenapa tuh mobil lo BTW, Aldian?
Location now confirmed. Seekers chasing in. Confirm that Fox is here, has recovered it. In the meantime, they're well aware about this flank coming through from Heaven.
Yeah, and they know where all three members are. The Seekers all died in different positions.
Lightning Bass, he goes aggro, he swings in. Now they know that Bazzi's back sight. He's able to stabilize, finds one, gets caught in the gravity well.
So it's time with
Creeps
the
out of it.
flash.
Flash for flash.
Ih,
The jump.
Badri.
Brings this now into 1v2. Cruz surrounded. Picture on the long flank about to arrive in garage.
Just trying to make sure you can create these angles.
What the fuck?
He doesn't have time though.
Ih, tahu lagi si Airin.
Through it.
Now he has to get back through.
He's planning right on the edge.
Lah, jadi begitu ngeplannya kocak juga si Ceriwis.
Says, with that much time, you're planning right on the edge of this hallway. Swings back in, closes the round, 6-3. Global keeping their lead with a decent
Pasti
stretch
left
here.
set kebingungan.
Yeah, and if you just look at the way they move around the map,
Oh.
right? The fact that they push
Oh.
out into B garage there, right as Lightning Fast once again confirms that the Trailblazers is trying to control mid, because that signifies to them, okay, they emptied
Konyol
mid
aja
at the beginning,
Ceriwis.
now they want to retake control, so they have to have emptied out of a different part of the map. I mean, the way they are reading the ebb and flow
The
of
fuck
their
is
opponents on the
Ceriwis?
side of Talon is just
Konyol.
so good, and this is something that we've been praising Global Esports and especially Aaron about for his calling.
Okay, pit down. I was wondering whether it was going to be invested in this round or in the future, but they say,
Guys, Monyet. Satu Monyet. Lari aja Monyet, santai aja Monyet. Memang phantom buat dipakai lari Monyet. Lagi Monyet.
Cruz will be able to limp away, it seems. Actually, he's looking to reaggress. At least get across the sewer.
Adiki kalau cuma puasa setengah hari, apakah ganti puasanya setengah hari aja? Gantinya satu bukan.
10.000 dari Samuan. Pesan, Ben katanya wali kota Bandung beli sepatu LV pakai duit korup.
Gak kenal gua wali kota Bandung, kenal cuma Ridwan Kamil. Gak tahu itu yang beli LP itu kayaknya selebgram itu guys. Kasih 10.000-nya ya. Nah, iya wali kota Bandung siapa? Nah kan? Siapa coba? Up. Ya! Garlet sini tutup deh! Kejedot tembok. Kejedot tembok. Konyol itu. Masa perlu ditutur DBangkong, bro? Kalian nanya wali kota Bandung nggak tahu, emang nggak tahu apa sarkas guys? Kalau gue sih masih tahu ya, walaupun gue nggak ngikutin politik masih tahu lah seenggaknya. Beneran nggak tahu? Emang nggak tahu? Ya kan di beritanya ada kan? Ya, kocak. Tadi cuma Ridwan Kamil, mantap. Mantap.
What a great retake setup, right? You make
sure
that
kan
bots
aku
uses
di Jawa
utility,
Yatima mampus.
then you flood heaven, but then you cut the site in half the other way horizontally, which means, okay, now that we have control of Valley, they have to only fill the site and go out through main. But if we keep members on either side of the wall, the members of main can't progress through the
kira pas kalian ngikutin beritanya tahu namanya.
This is all planned out perfectly from Global Esports.
I mean, we've been singing his praises for a while now, but it just Aaron's calling has just been getting better and better.
Yes, I think that's the biggest part, right? We always knew that, you know, he had some good experience on it, and he
Jatim Ben, Jawa Jatim, iya mampus, mampus.
Every match they play here week to week in BCT Pacific means that he's really growing up to be a very formidable IGL.
Lagi puasanya udah bolong, belum.
He is very well versed in that regard. We'll see how that continues as we shift over. And we finally do have an operator. Texture's got one in hand. And he's putting it to good use immediately. Sushi Boy's going to be taken down.
Well, if there's anything that you can really count on Texture
masih berusaha bikin ketawa. Kalau udah kalah nggak usah ngomong marah-marah lu. Emang Josh lu kurang lucu. Udah. Aduh.
Good hold.
Monyet.
Jiggling back and forth, eventually decides to just hold the angle, finds Fazzy as well. And I was gonna mention, it was like the last time that Sushi Boys died first, GE lost the round. We'll see if that happens again.
Tukang umroh masa puasanya bolong, nggak menutup kemungkinan lah. Ntar gue tahun depan nggak puasa deh gimana?
Gonna be able to cycle out that weapon as well for Texture if he wants to switch to a rifle. And Aaron starting things off with another kill.
Oh, darkness, I mean, seeing Aaron wants to push the
issue. Kan kita nggak tahu guys, masih ketemu bola apa? Masih ketemu puasa tahun depan apa enggak kan kita nggak tahu bro. Tidak pasti kita bertemu puasa tahun berikutnya atau tidak.
That split is a defender-sided map, and it still is here in the Pacific despite the map changes ever so slightly. However, 9-3, this is one of those scorelines where if you don't win the pistol, you're in trouble.
Yeah, this could be very, very brutal here. We'll see though. I mean, for now, I mean, Global just look unsolved. The way that they're playing this, it's just pretty much getting the better.
Kita masih bisa hidup di bukan depan, anjay.
Yeah, let's say it like it is, right? Yes.
Kalau gue sekarang nggak terlalu mikirin masa depan, bro. Cuman ada planning aja. Kalau terlalu mikirin masa depan ya, jatuhnya kalian berburuk sangka kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Maaf yang non muslim ya. Siapa tahu tahun depan lu udah Kristen, nggak mungkin. Nggak mungkin gua. Padahal lu udah punya orang dalam, bisa tahu ketemu puasa lagi apa enggak. Udah gue bilang jokes lu tuh kurang lucu.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Bebe nikah tahun depan. Sama siapa? Amin aja deh. Udah sampai di GRR Ki. Oh iya. Coba kita lihat guys. SJW. Anjay sampai cuy. Sampai cuy. Itu sampai cuy.
Boleh sih.
Yes, I mean, yeah, it hasn't been that slow. I mean, part of it, of course, Talon always kind of forcing the issue because for the first half of this attacking half for them, they had to use
Coba terus Triabdi, tingkatkan jokes kamu. Mencoba terus. Coba terus. Ngomong-ngomong kolegnya masih 100 adik-adik. Ayo itu lihat di cewek. Diliatin grill di sana, masa nggak di like ya kan? Konyol banget ini. Kagak FYP di streaming.
But again, stuff like that has been
Yes.
right? It's not just like that one round that bought them the entire half.
Emang di Korea masih dingin ya?
Well, let's see if we can do it again on the attacking side. Double aces, match forsaken.
Malam main apa? Maunya main apa?
For sure that I don't think would be beaten anytime soon.
Bebas dah gua.
I mean, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room right now as we go into the pistol
Gue
round.
sebenarnya masih sange main. Maksudnya masih pengen buat main Valo sebenarnya. Masih pengen buat main Valo gue anjir. Cacat banget gue main Valo. Apa gara-gara ini ya monitor kan gue terlalu dekat terus gede. Apa gue harus mundur ke belakang main ya? DCI tai lah DCI gak ada temen dah, gue ditipu mulu. Tipu mulu. Warjon nanti malam kalau ada Magic lo orang apa namanya Warjon. Nah kalau Magic Warjon gue gas gue udah update.
10 and 6 in Pacific, and then if you add the 6 pistol round wins.
Berarti nanti malam judulnya semua game gua mainin, oke? Mantap. XD-pian. XD-pian gua belum grinding lagi nih.
Quite good. And compare that to Talon's without lock and stats 4 and 10.
RP bang, ntar ya RP belum mood. Kayak kalau gua main RP tuh berarti gua tiba-tiba mood aja udah.
The setup is good once again. I mean, just because they got no information, Talon was actually so scared to push out. Of course, they're playing on their back foot as well. Now that guiding light, thankfully, buys just enough time for backup to arrive. Sushi Boys, he needs to stay alive here. Just hold on to Vents. That's all you need to do.
Lightning bow. Okay.
Dua-duanya sini dah gue tutor aja. Bang.
There's not much excuse for that one, but we'll see if the rest of the team can go ahead and make up for it. Texture gonna look to boost over top of the wall. Garnet's waiting nearby. Yeah, he thinks about the paint shells, decides to wait. Jump out, will get tagged down to 52. They're running out of time. They have to get this plant down. Cruz will find an elimination. Garnet's gonna be taking up
wah Bajri.
for himself. And in the end, seems like
coba kita lihat left set. Nice
kill
bro, what?
The first pistol in the series.
Ya, 9 triggers guys, ini mah guys, curse.
In a mishap like that obviously hurts, especially in a single duelist on a map like Split. Not many other ways that you can get through. Goes just a little too far forward. I think his paint shows he intended
bingung sendiri lagi deh.
Back at the door and it just kind of lands on the box there, so he gets caught off guard.
I think he was willing to eat the damage. The problem was the vulnerable that he took from the snake fight.
Yes, that's what it was.
So he took way more damage than he was anticipating.
Aduh serunya di Korea anjir. Pengen dah gue hidup jalan-jalan. Planning, hidup jalan-jalan. Siapa tahu di umur 30 aku menjadi Jini Titiwa ya adik-adik. Seru kayaknya. Gak usah keluar negeri, keliling Indonesia aja dulu ya kan. Keliling Indonesia. Indonesia aja belum kemana-mana, mau keluar negeri. Negara impian di mana? Negara impian. Switzerland. Lap aja sama Jini. Gue umur 30, Jini udah nenek.
Nothing actually, because we don't have any stars ready for Monyet. I was gonna say the single star for Monyet, but it's
Jepang
not.
Kanwil tuh. Terus bang. Up.
Cross takes a couple attempts, but Sushi Boys will find 2 kills in the end. Gets himself a
Ya
third
tunggu
as well.
keuntungannya di Bogor, anjing. Nanti umur 30.
Spike out in the open. Tucked away here on the side is Aaron, and he gets both of them in the head. Sets up for Bazzi to do at least a bit of damage, but being tagged down to
Tapi gue umur
36.
30, lo orang masih ada left set gak ya? Kepo juga gue.
By Fox up in the Raptors, yeah, that will be the closeout. So a singular kill found here in the eco round from Global Talon. They pick up 2 in a row.
Penakers ini mah.
First time.
Tapi jangan terlalu mepet lah please.
They're getting off the ground.
Jangan terlalu mepet lah, global, ayo global.
Insya Allah
masih ada. Amin.
The continuing round, you know, the anti-eco, that means that you're actually in okay position here on split, right? If you can just continue and make sure that Global Esports
Masih masuk top hours.
work for their attacking side, then you should be able to
Depan
at
juga
least
udah
buy
berhenti
enough
tuh
time to
Cloudbot.
get somewhere to a scoreline like a 9.
Kamu masih temenan sama
to
Cicurut
10
juga?
or,
Masih
you know,
dong.
11 to 9,
Kenapa tuh?
something like that.
Masih bang, kalau nggak mau kan. Ya kan siapa tahu lu udah nggak nonton YouTube.
Not fully silent carry performance, but his impact definitely being felt.
Kira-kira lu umur 30 lu masih ada nggak tahu bang. Lu bukan Tuhan.
We were talking about this before the match started, where Bazzi sometimes he's not the fragger, but his flashes are so good.
Kan makan planning aja planning.
Oh, the gun barrel scene.
Up.
Gets a couple taps. They are able to exit.
Well, lightning fast. Very thankful that it's a bulldog on the other
Indo
side.
lagi break. Ya, lagi break sebulan karena ada SEA Games. Bang, aku udah like, mantap. Mantap kok.
See where they decide to end up now. Goes for the creep up. Moves up, and I mean this mid position fence widely abandoned. Turns from the flash.
Weh, Rania tanggal 21.
We'll just go ahead and get situated, tucked away by.
Kata Jaka, kata Bet, kalau nggak lompat.
Go ahead and get stacked up over here at A main.
Yeah, now usually this setup would allow you to rotate to B if need be after taking control of Heaven, but with the timer at 30 seconds, they're actually going to have to commit.
Jemput,
You
jemput.
can't dilly-dally up here in Heaven. Now that Snakebite's
Gue juga nggak ada kendaraan bang. Gue naik Gojek.
Slow things up, but the spray through the wall, Texture will be able to find Sushi Boys. Now that'll drop. But yeah, they need to try to make something happen here pretty quick. Lightning Fast getting tagged up mid-air. Pat able to find Aaron.
Siapa yang searah ya Ran ya? Nggak ada ya?
End up being evacuated, and now they can go ahead and get this plant down as Bazzi looks to offer up some healing to the rest of his teammates. Everybody back to 100.
Well, they are all stuck though. They're gonna have to scurry away.
Gak mau kalau nggak jemput. Manja.
Take control of elbow, and he's good for two.
Garnett off the top.
Ay.
Able to find 2. Bazzi now last man standing, and he's good for it. Bazzi.
Nice ya, tapi mahal ya guys ya. Depok bang, ih. Kereta 3.000 dek.
What a play.
Sekali dek ke stasiun Tebet dek. Bang, gua nggak tahu harganya dek. 3.000 bang. Gua bayarin dah 3.000 gimana?
Absolutely incredible. I mean, he's getting pressured from the flank down to 3 bullets even. And
Ini
with that
pakai
last
Gojek
bullet,
aja, buset.
Okay, so
he closes it.
Yeah, the first skill on Garnett is just
dek.
patience and determination. Then it's game sense, knowing that the shots were coming through.
Gak
the
mau naik
screen,
kereta nanti
but
kena
then it's
grepe.
reaction time.
Gua jagain. Gimana
That's
caranya?
the full package you want in one of your players here in
The
the
fuck
BCB.
anjing Rania pikirannya kemana-mana cok.
Wow. What a way to end that round.
Oh lu ini aja dandan jadi jengkelin, aman. Dandan jadi jengkelin.
And then he's like, oh, actually, well, all right, well, I'll talk to him anyway. This is my first time out burn. I've got 2 to use in the second half, so
Ini aku
we'll go
anter.
forward with it.
Cuy.
But so very close. Still a lot of damage dealt there by Talon.
Yes.
So only 1 rifle going to be held onto. So this still puts Global in a bit
Udah
of a
nggak ada
tricky
anjir,
situation
kan
to
ada
attack.
gerbong khusus cewek tuh, dengerin tuh. Ada gerbong khusus
Yes,
cewek.
I mean that's the big thing, right? So probably
Paling sama
the timer
cewek.
itself eraser, you know, that wasn't going to change one way or the other. He's fine with it, but the content of it
Tapi
might
kan
have
Rania
changed now that
dipanggilnya
the secrets
Bang.
are online. So even though you only have 1 hero rifle, you're actually going to
Kayak mana ya?
lightning fast. If you're going to put it on your entry, this has to be a rush in, right? I mean, you're just relying on him getting a kill. Even if he gets traded, someone else picks it up, and they can continue that phantom forward.
But look at where their money is at. This is like inverse Carmine Corp. They have so much money. They're not even buying down towards a reasonable degree.
Oh, lightning fast.
Yes, si LF. Oh my god, LF.
There from Texture, and then he gets the blind off just in time for Sushi Boys to push.
Terus Bang LF, terus.
Fast and surviving full flash is name of better combo.
Nah, ya udah, pakai gerbong wanita aja Rania. 3.000.
He absolutely should not be. The covering fire is perfect from Texture, and you know, I'm talking about how little they bought, and now I'm thinking about how big their bank account's going to be after this one.
I mean, yeah, this is one of those ways where they can say no matter what ults they get,
Gak
we're
apa-apa,
going
dia
to
emang
get
doyan.
match point first, no matter what. And Magnet already on the flank.
Maaf,
On that
kesepil.
little screen on our right.
And they are not necessarily reading this.
Whoop.
Oh, the crossfires are so
Take him
good.
down, and Monyet swings out the fine box, and there you
Sabar.
go.
Katanya ada Lord Ejay guys,
11th
mana?
round locked in Global, making the most out of their time out, and pulling off, frankly, a miracle.
Yes, I mean, I don't think
Oh my
that was the
God!
round they had in mind, right? That was the picture they painted during the timeout. I think, especially with how fast they went with just the double blast back coming out from Lightning Fast, I think the idea was just strike hard, strike fast, let's do as many trades as possible, continue to let the Phantom be picked up by someone else, and then if we can get a plant, great. You know, if it comes down to like a 3v3, maybe then we use our Seekers.
What's
But
up, man?
it works out
All
with
good?
a double kill start.
It's so mind-boggling. A round where you have one rifle carried over.
Nah, di
you
situ
give
dulu
it to
kita
your
pause
Rays,
dulu.
he gets full
IND
flash,
itu
and
Indonesia,
saved by a
IndiHome.
classics. They weren't even buying down sheriffs, you know, buying to 2100, buying to 1800 to 1600.
Gila, ada go up
They had a
guys,
buddy
ada
for
go
it.
up.
We're like, no.
Gue gak sabar pengen nonton.
And it worked.
Oh boy.
Ada yang ketawa sama jokes IndiHome.
Over to our favorite egg and perhaps our team over there in EMEA as well. 'Cause
Timing nih,
lessons to
Pauji.
be learned here.
Pauji,
Oh,
wow.
Foxy. The way they set up their crossfires and baits, right? They know that if they're not going to be tagged, someone has to
Itu
push out on
kali, iya
the side
kali
of
ya.
Talon. They have no other way of continuing to gain information. Now, the pin is a desperation move just to buy time.
Yeah, he's
Ya
gonna
lu,
throw
di
this in.
dogi,
Does
di
not have a
dogi,
judge to try to
di
hold it
dogi
with just a
ketahuan
stinger, but,
Viper.
I mean, they could just say, screw
Bang
it, play a route,
Susi
go through mid, cut over towards
ketahuan.
B site.
They know where he is, too, because of the Trailblazer. And the fact that the Trailblazer was used right away allows them to get into heaven, right? That means that they don't have to worry about him holding close with something like a judge.
But yeah, I mean, he's just kind of contained now, has to abandon the pit. That'll get dropped in a moment. Yep, can't get back in there in time. So it does go down, and I mean, this tells him exactly where he is. They know he has to be ramped now.
Yeah, because he didn't come back into sight, that's for sure. And now Vent has been taken as well. Oh, Sushi Boys does win the fight against Texture. A little bit of hope.
Catching him on the opposite side of that wall.
The rifle is still in favor of Global Esports.
Into a 4v4. Lightning Fast tucked away here.
Ada Micro
Takes out,
Boy,
knows
oh.
that somebody's playing up top, and now Pat doing his damnedest to try to flash himself
Air gak
into
sih?
that back elbow, but the end will
Nah, masa
fall.
ke-retake, Bang?
Guards with two,
Bang,
Cruz with one.
yang bener aja.
Suddenly it's all on Monyet.
Nyet,
Try to finish
yang bener
things
aja, Nyet.
off. All the way
Aduh,
down.
reload.
And
Aduh.
the Sushi Boys will take him down.
Wah,
And it's
konyol, bro.
another just unexpected turnaround here with Talon being able to close out the round. They're denying that match point
satu
away.
detik
1
pas lagi,
second
anjir.
exactly remaining
Buka
on
pakai
the
apa?
spike.
Risol.
And this one just
Rungkat
slipping
lah.
out of Global's
Turun
hands.
amat Malmer, rungkat
Yeah, but
mulu.
guess what? They didn't buy anything in the previous round.
Nggak bakat kayak Malmer, bete. Nggak bakat.
Coming into the next one, so not too concerned, but it is important to mention that again, there is a big difference between match point and just being at
Poin,
11.
berapa
Right?
poin lo?
Match point at least guarantees overtime. You can be a
Ya
little
Allah,
bit more lax
300.
with what you want to go through in the future rounds.
Lu
Whereas
nggak
11 at a certain
nggak
point,
bakat
you
itu
feel
kah apa
pressure,
gimana?
okay, we gotta take some risks to secure that match point.
Jadi top up dah, sila top up dah.
What's happening? It's just been bizarre. And I mean, and look at their money. They're still fine.
Yes.
GE is still so
Lumayan
well
ya kan
off.
duit bensin lagi.
Absolutely.
Isi
absolutely
mie apa daging?
Sushi Boy's gonna be driven forward.
isi
Takes a
sayur.
little bit of damage from the paint shells. Trailblazer, yep, it identifies and gets the bite as well. And
Risol isi mie emang ada ya? Gue belum pernah nyoba, Cok.
Yeah, there is going to be good cover and trades from Pat though, but
Dulu di
that
dua-dua
does mean
belajar
they
sama
still
Bunur
lost
gak?
their
Sama
Viper,
Bunur kayak
right?
bahasa
So a
Indonesia nggak sih?
crucial Asian
Gue lupa,
versus
Bang.
Simply buying time in a certain section of the map.
But Sushi Boy's dying
Ooh,
first.
statistically, that does
Bihun,
lead to
itu
wins.
isi bihun mah karoket atau bukan risol ya?
Win conditions have been met. We're on course for another
Itu namanya
victory.
karoket.
Just that sacrificial lamb. Aaron now going to be tucked away. Two people getting
Ada
ready to
mie
push in.
kecap,
Do they-
hah?
They
Does it
suspect
read
it.
this? Oh, well, looks like the answer
Ada
is yes,
risol
but
ini
Aaron
Indomie,
does
risol
suspect
ada.
second.
Ah, nggak ada.
Yeah, I mean, Pat, you know, trading in mid, trading in A.
Kalau ada
getting
beliin
the
gua
most
cepetan.
he can.
Oh boy.
Kirim. Wow! Monyet! Anjay! Ulti raja di
What is
dodge.
happening in this map?
Oh, does he just have a special ability called Super Jump? Because he jumps over the spray, then he gets boosted up
Anjay,
on the same
kelas.
wall, which that was what really threw off the aim. But then he jumps over the shows.
Like
Lah,
Mario
risol,
jumping
ye.
over a bullet bill
On-
so casually.
Pengen nyebut yang ol-ol tapi kasar guys.
But in the end, it's a team ace as Bazzi finishes the
Lucu
job
santai
and
banget,
brings
iya.
the map point. William, what?
Lumpia iya, kalau Karoket pakai kulit lumpia gitu.
I have no idea.
Aduh,
And
rambut
here's
gue
the thing,
cacat
it's
banget guys. Ah, gini aja biar kayak gordeng. Anjay, keren.
Wow. And here's the thing, if that showstopper had landed actually on that wall,
Katanya betul diloncatin.
he would have died, but it actually goes right towards the siege wall.
I think it might have actually gone
Bahasa Sundanya risol apa? Risoles.
Yeah.
Either way, it looks really funny.
Wow. I mean,
And if I'm Garnets, I'm pissed.
Pakai kulit
I mean,
lumpia
that
ya
is
lumpia.
something
Iya lumpia.
no matter
Ah,
what
tolol.
position you're in.
Lumpia basah.
And here's the thing, if
Kalau ngelewat
we
depan
were
rumah tuh,
barely
lumpia basah.
we joke about, okay, the heroics are coming into play, but the thing is, even without that, they've had such a good lead, and on top of that, this is just salt in the wounds.
Yeah.
Ya Adit, kamu kena timeout, mampus.
Oh boy. Well, another stinger here in the hand. Sushi boys.
Pernah nggak lewat depan rumah lu dulu? Lumpia basah.
Flush out any kind of vent pressure.
Ya, kayak penyanyi itu
You know,
dagang.
I mean, you know, you have crews at 1 point away from the Cosmic Divide, but they don't have the firepower to confidently push out, secure a part of the map, and then secure the
Gak
ultimate.
pernah,
Look at the
kasihan.
map, they're playing so far back as if
Gak sampai berarti franchise lumpia basah tuh sampai sana nggak sampai. Padahal satu pabrik tuh dia keluar bareng-bareng tuh. Satu ke mana, satu ke sono. Ah, Garnet masih kurang aja guys ini baunya. Baunya. Mainnya
Slowed down, 40 seconds remaining.
belum kayak awal-awal di login ya.
Wall just cut off.
Dulu paling lese di dua-dua siapa bang? Nggak ada sih.
In towards heaven. Lightning fast getting cut off. Everybody backing away from the paint shells. Damage really taken. See if they can get themselves in here. Oh, the vulnerable is out. Garnet's
Oh ada deh guru bahasa Sunda dulu. Rada balaga aja sampai diperangin dulu. Dilawan sama kakak kelas gue.
Having 3 HP managing to find a kill.
They know where he is. Oh,
Pat now needs to win it out.
Oh, GG.
Monyet is the last man standing. Will find a third kill to go ahead and finish the map. 13 and 6.
Diperangin, iya diperangin, didatengin ke kelas dia lagi ngajar gitu pas ini ngobrol keluar. Nih, mun boga masalah mah tapi langsung minta maaf. Tadinya mah mau gelut itu mau digelutin. GG Monjet ya. Yang baru masuk jangan lupa di like ya. Masa masih 200 nih Pak Haji nih. Kenapa ini nggak bisa full screen bro? Konyol nih. Segrill, oh my god. Make Oce proud Ronski. Anjay, orang Australia bro. Map 2 pegang siapa? Pegangan. Oke, kita buka lagi guys. Map 2 Icebox. Harusnya sih bisa Talon ya map 2 ya. Iceboxnya oke. Mau kita lihat aja. Udah aku mau lihat Goat dulu, mau lihat Goat.
I'm Wilson, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hello, I'm Wilson. Jai. Yo, you have a lot of fans in my stream, man. What the fuck? Say hi to the stream.
Hello.
They're all asking for the goat.
Lord, bro.
You're even more famous than David now.
No.
Nobody cares about David.
No.
See, look at the chat. Lord, see?
I'm done. Sabar.
Lah, David nonton aja. Nonton aja David.
Goblok. Loh, si telur mana telur?
Telur mana?
Hah?
Buka aja pintu kamar.
Hah? Dia lagi tidur. Lu pada udah makan?
Dia udah.
Dikit. Udah makan berapa lu, guys?
Emang dikit. Apa?
Kita mau makan di luar apa mau makan Indo di sini?
Nggak tahu.
Hah? Kan ada bawa rendang segala macam.
Mereka belum tahu kita bawain apa.
Oh iya, makanya sini anjing. Oh ini lagi nonton Global Esports ya?
Kawan dia.
Nah, iya tuh nonton guys, mereka juga nonton.
Megang, lihat nih, kelakuan nih.
Selalu tuh.
Lihat, ini loh lebih. Oh iya lagi nonton ini ya. Global Esports.
Ya. Pergi dia sih, guys. Apa? Bang kemana? Iya. Enggak tahu. Kemarin gua pergi dia masih di sini.
Nah, siapa tuh? Mulut banget sih, guys. Aduh ya Allah, maaf.
Kok lu putihan sih, Ben?
Putihan.
Mandi nih.
Bro, they got
Kan? Nah,
they got clutch.
Mikroboy.
Apaan? Jengkol ya?
Jengkol anjir.
Jengkol, Cok. Ban, lu gak kangen sama gue ya, Ban?
Apa-apa gua nggak suka keluar.
Manu dicariin nama streamernya Bayi di mana?
Jadi lu nitip apa, Ban?
Nitip.
Anjing lu makin mirip Mikroboy, bangsat. Lu makin mirip Mikroboy. Anjing lu makin mirip Mikroboy, bangsat. Lu makin mirip Mikroboy, Cok, sumpah.
Mantap.
Lu banyak dicariin pada nanya. Jadi Yuri atau
Hah? Dia nggak mau chicken hari ini.
no ayam?
No ayam.
Kita bawa rendang. Kita bawa paru. Sini makanya. Have you tried rendang? Have you tried rendang? It's rendang. It's like what do you guys have in Philippines?
Nasi campur.
Like it's like adobo.
Oh.
It's but better.
Info skor 1-0. Rendang.
Gua nggak tahu.
Apa nih? Oh, latihannya Garnet ya. Oh, skill challenge anjir. Ah, culun jagoan gua, guys.
Gua ngebet $50,000 sama si bangsat anjing.
Hah? Lu ngebet $50,000?
$50,000.
Goblok lu 50.000. Emang ayo. Tahu banget gua komen-komen orang. Bangsat. Itu siapa yang ngedit? Bangsat. Terima kasih Gin, 10.000-nya bentar ya, saya ulang. Emang Hah? Kok sampai segitu sih? Emang tahu banget gua komen-komen orang. Bangsat, gue dilempar bro.
Korea Won.
Di bulan Ramadan. Bukannya
Bisa ngebet Talon.
Lu ngebet Talon.
Ternyata saya tidak boleh melakukan gerakan tambahan yang aneh-aneh ya.
Who's putting bet on Talon? You.
Udah aku baca chat, aku jawab aja sekarang. Gak dikasih tambahan.
God, man. As long as Patipan plays, I don't think Talon will win.
If you got class again, they stop playing. What doing this, you know? Oh.
Guy. Mana sini paket-paketnya?
Yang mana?
Oh, lagi buka-buka makanan ya?
Terbaik di Indonesia. Tuh.
Anjay, apa aja nih?
Itu apa? Sambal buru ya?
Ini coklat terbaik di Indonesia. Tuh. Oh, mana Burudi coy.
Beh, sambal Burudi coy, enak coy.
Udang keringnya. Hah? Udang keringnya itu loh, Burudi kan ada udang keringnya. Enggak tahu loh.
Enggak tahu.
Gimana sih? Oh, Burudi coy.
Harga lu ditip apa, guys?
Mana barang-barang lu? Dibuka aja, buka. Ini buka aja.
Itu apa, guys? Mana? Itu rendangnya. Jangan diambil punya gua, asuh. Shit, lo. Marah. Ada 9
Dia beli beberapa, ada yang buat gua beli buat kalau kita mau makan di sini, makan di sini.
Nih.
Apa itu? Mana itu?
Dendeng, bro.
Dendeng
Coy.
Aduh, merah.
Ini coy.
Ini enak nih.
Cuma buka satu.
Rendang, coy, sederhana.
Ini tempe astro. Ketahuan kepepet nih belinya anjing. Bangsat, nih buat Bani. Nih Ban.
Ban, ini ban buat lu,
Cobain Ban.
Cobain.
Yang
Bener gak lu?
Bro, yang bener lu Ban.
Bener lu, Ban.
Ya, gua balikin 50.000 won lu Ban.
Ini ban buat lu,
Cobain Ban.
Cobain.
Yang
Bener gak lu?
Apa sih?
Buat Bani, nih Ban.
Ban, ini ban buat lu,
Cobain Ban.
Cobain.
Nggak bisa.
Kayaknya mau makan mana? Ya udah lah, Ban. Ya udah lah.
Betting gua baru 50 orang, Bro. Itu keripik babi ya?
Malu, Ban. Lu enggak makan.
Keripik baby.
Makan tapi di belakang kamera doang.
Oh, kulit baby.
Oh, belakang kamera. Udah berarti gini lu makan ya.
Ya, lucu lu Janto.
Anjing. Tapi bangun depan kamera, Ban. Iya, Ban. Iya. Lu kalau mau minta edit, mintanya ke Wilson ya, Ban? Jangan ke gua.
Bagi-bagi aja nih. Coba nih, gua bagi-bagiin dah kupingnya.
Kuping gua.
Tinggal 49%.
Kuping gua.
Hampir ditangkap bangsat gua ini.
Apaan tuh?
Kita kan fair ditangkap nih gara-gara ini.
Hampir ditangkap bangsat.
Apa itu?
Bangsat. Bangsat kau.
Bangsat lu.
Bukan.
Bukan kering semua sana.
Ya Allah. Dia emang kayak gitu ya sekarang ya, skincarean terus ya.
Dia lagi deketin siapa sih?
Kebergantungan dia sekarang.
Kebergantungan.
Dia lagi deketin siapa sih?
Enggak tahu. IJ kayaknya.
IJ. Oh. Yang
bener lu.
Kemarin ada Haga, ada David, nggak ada Bani, coy, dicariin dia sama satu wakil Indonesia.
Banyak yang menyendiri sekarang ya, Bani.
Oh, bisa menyendiri dia, Bani.
Apa?
Aduh. Nih udahin dulu ya. Sabar cari. Kita jauh-jauh dari demi lu. Bohong. Ya Allah, benar kata? Iya. Gak mungkin ada dia, anjing. Gak mungkin ada dia. Lu lagi menyendiri ya?
Enggak, klarifikasi dulu, Ban.
Klarifikasi dulu, Ban. Lu kemarin mana?
Kemarin kan lu pas kita sama Aran nih. Lu ke Hongdae ya? Iya, kita ngomongin gua lagi nungguin anak-anak nih. Ntar gua kesana.
Oh, abis itu gua lupa.
Apa?
Pas malam udah kita pulang jam 2. Lu pada pulang jam berapa? Segituan juga. Ya lu pada pulang udah. Gua juga lupa. Ya udah, terus kan kemarin David sama Hagai bareng tuh. Lu kemana? Jadi mereka keluar jam berapa? Gua bangun jam 4.
Udah ketemu
jam 4.
Ya, RRQ Valo itu emang di Korea kah? Iya dong.
Halo,
matiin aja dulu.
apa itu?
Kan franchise-nya di Korea, masa gak hanya di Indo, bolak-balik aja dia.
Nih, bentar. Ya udah mana sini video call. Guys, Cimomo nih nitip salam.
Halo. Like dulu belum di like itu anjing parah banget ya nonton.
Jadi ini watch party IRL.
Gue padahal cuma bercanda tuh, gue nggak ngeliat padahal. Terus belum di like beneran buat. Belum di subscribe anjing parah banget.
Mau nitip salam apa ini Aga ini? Coba nih, lihat coba sekarang lihat.
Wah.
Orang Korea, bro.
Iya, ternyata
Coba.
Bukan cuma orang Korea yang bilang lu mirip.
Bewok, itu juga bewok sih.
Coba, gimana nih?
Lama-lama mirip sih memang.
Jadi lupa ininya.
Jadi pemalu gitu sih, Ban.
Dia jadi menyendiri lu, Ban.
Bukan pemalu anjing gua. Nih ya. Gua ngatain Senin sampai Sabtu. Udah ya? Minggu gua enggak mau ganggu jadi gua tidur. Udah nih ya, dadah. Udah.
Ini gua pijit kan.
Bani, Ban.
Bani lagi dipijit.
Halo.
Kalau mau ngebet emang banyak cobaan. Lihat perform tim sama bet terdikit. Oh iya, bentar. Si tolol minta ini dulu, guys. Si tidak bakat. Ya Allah, 100. Ini teh udah di bet apa belum, woi preman? Preman. Mana lu preman? Muncul. Lu udah ngebet apa belum? Udah bet ya, kocak. Baru mau di top up.
Sudah.
Aku juga mau. Oh ya, nggak jadi guys.
Bye bye Cimomo Martini.
Dadah Cimomo.
Bye bye. Kamir G.
The start of the show is here. Main karakter, bro.
Bagi bet.
Halo, Bang.
Halo bang.
Bro.
Anything you want to say?
AJ tried bang earlier and then he said now I wanna bang.
Wow.
Anjing jangan malu-malu. See all the chats. Tuh. Sini. Look at the chats, bro. They're all going crazy for you. See? Hello Lord.
Halo. Sabar. Sibani ini abar. Gua flash. Abar.
You wanna say anything to the fans?
They're all so many fans. Thank you for support. Please subscribe to everyone's channel, bro.
That's so basic. This is rendang.
Semalam gue
You haven't tried this one
channel
before?
Valorant Indo.
Ih,
Tahu
gua-
sendiri bangsat chatnya babi gue kurang orang.
That's rendang. It's basically
Can I eat this now?
adobo. We can eat together. We can have dinner together.
Oh, I thought you can eat raw.
It's not raw. It's cooked.
Buka aja, buka.
It's cooked. Wait.
It's okay.
I get really. I get really likes to touch other people's stomach. I don't know why.
Udah lihat kan sekarang dia kalau kaget anjir.
What? That's your reaction now?
Lah,
Anjir.
kalau kaget anjir ya, kocak juga. Babangsat, terima kasih 3 bulan 3 bukannya Babangsat.
Pagental.
Hah?
What else?
Pagental.
Nih. See?
What's this?
Looks like adobo, right?
Yeah, but this one beef, right?
Yeah.
Or pork?
Jadi warlock gini.
Yours pork.
No,
Lord Ejay.
Chicken.
Oh, chicken.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ours is
Is there adobo? Is there pork adobo?
Yeah, there is.
There is
Ajaran
no
saya mah
pork
nggak tahu
on that.
anjir.
It's haram.
Oh, Talon 4 tuh. Oh, bet Talon cuan.
Someone try to make pork rendang.
Lama banget ya?
They go
Lama loh ini loh.
That's really.
Tumben loh.
That's a fact.
Lah, like-nya masih 400 adik-adik. Tambah lah.
And this one is paru tuh apa ya bahasa Inggris?
Biasa 500 like kita subsidi.
It's pork lung.
Jangan lupa.
Do you eat?
Oh.
Not pork lung. Beef.
Beef lung. LM.
Do you
Lung.
beef lungs? It's really nice though. It might not look convincing, but it's the best.
Oh, paru ya Allah. Paru.
We even eat beef. Cow's brain. You know.
Oh yeah, I
Brain,
like eating brain, bro. It makes me smart.
You're so dumb.
Ya so.
Make me smart.
Because it's a brain, no?
So you need
extra brain.
You need more brain to eat them.
Extra brain. I need to eat more brain.
Smart, don't be like that.
No.
Ya mau makan. Nasinya cukup nggak tapi?
Cukup banyak.
Cukup.
Kayaknya banyak.
Gue juga nggak makan paling. Gue kan di sini kan cuma buat jadi kurir lu pada doang.
Undang aja dulu. Ini buat ntar lagi. Gue lagi
dia mau makan sendiri tuh ayamnya.
Mau dikip nggak mau dibagi-bagi.
Nggak parah. Ya udah goreng. Lu satu gua anjing. Ya udah nggak mau. Orang gua diet.
Lu diet.
Diet.
Keren dah lu.
Mau ngegait siapa sih, Ban?
Lu mau ngegait siapa sih, Ban?
Lurus ya kiri.
Mau ngegait siapa sih, Ban?
Kepo banget.
Anjas.
Beneran ada nyet. Beneran ada nyet.
Ngincer coy, dia lagi ngonci.
Lagi ngonci.
Mau ngeliatin tim pecah gara-gara makanan cuy.
Nggak mungkin.
Nggak mungkin ya?
Nggak mungkin apa nih?
Nah ini dendeng crispy. This is beef jerky.
Masak ini son.
Ini punya Haga ya?
Apa namanya? Enggak, yang ini, yang tadi paru.
Paru buka aja. Jadi.
You can eat this.
Ya.
Nggak perlu dipanasin emang. Kita ada semua, ada oven.
Let's try ya.
Let's try.
Pakai apa ya? Pagi sore semua ada. Tapi nggak ada paru.
The Padangis as their food.
Betul, aku mau lihat IJ God makan.
Ini dipanasin, Cok.
Ini matang.
I won't die.
Kan ini dendeng.
Tapi dingin.
Nggak bakal suka dia lu.
Ya, good.
Good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Berapa orang yang nonton?
This is rendang.
Aduh,
1.900 tuh.
Also this one, you can hit that in microwave.
Lah kok pada FFF wah nge-lag berarti guys, nge-lag.
Ya mari kita pindah ke ruang makan teman-teman.
Iya. Ter-end stream ini mah guys. Disidik-sidik bangetnya jika Paris. Hah?
Apanya di sini soalnya. Oh iya, Pak Susu. Refresh teman-teman, refresh. Refresh. Hold up. Holy shit. Sini. Oke. Siapa namanya? Nih. Ini ada Pak Susu.
Jauh, Cok.
Saya makanan aja lu nyamperin lu monyet.
Buat kita apa buat saya?
Buat lu.
Mana ininya sih? Mana miripnya sih?
Betak 3 biji anjing. Tuh diumpetin loh. Ya Allah. Lu pada di sini kelaparan apa gimana sih ceritanya?
Bro, ini enak.
Nih bumbu ungkep no.
Ini enak, bro.
Enak. Bilang apa ke gua?
Jordi, makasih dari Gen member Jordi.
Cewek aja lusun.
Daripada cowok.
Langsung dikantongin anjing. Cipet kentot.
Save. Paris AA.
Muka lu udah Cina anjing. Boleh. Yang ini
Dobu. Kira dobu lah tuh.
Ini udah diamanin.
Lu beli begini.
Enggak, itu emang wifi sini.
Enggak deh, taruhnya apa makan aja.
Berapa duit? Beginian, San?
Buka.
Berapa duit beginian?
Nggak tahu sih Teni yang nyewa.
Per hari 8.000.
Oh, Eskarosi main.
Piano ke spill.
Eskarosi main, Jing.
Main ya emang.
Enggak main.
Kalau dia nggak main,
Eskarosi main mana? Mana Jing?
Like
Ini dendeng.
on the kill feed,
Dendeng.
Death lighting things up. So they're in trouble, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, looks like their roster.
SK main guys. Buruan. Bet bro.
He is on the Jet.
Okay.
Tuh. Nih agent pick.
Sure, I think this is kind of
Patipan pakai harbor.
the last couple weeks is that the duelists who need to shift.
Oke, Foxy Sopa saya suka Foxy Sopa.
Another duelist go to the kill. It is kind of the paper X. Yeah, exactly, right. Forsaken is.
Apakah kita akan melihat OP dari Bang SK?
Apart from that, like,
bro, it's the best, bro.
I guess it can kind of make sense if you just have that anchoring potential and you're able to land those shots. Duelists and Sentinels need to have that crisp aim. On the other hand, a little bit interesting is that we have the slight difference in initiators.
Aduh, salah bet, wah.
On the Sova for Icebox and both teams going with that tried and true now.
Gila Bang SK bro. Nonton RRQ aja Ben. Mana RRQ sih? Nih RRQ nih nggak main.
This is gonna go for the next, possibly final map.
Aduh enak tuh kayak makan.
It's gonna be Icebox.
Di sana udah jam 7 udah buka puasa ya.
Global Esports. Let's go talk to our casters, Kilios and William.
Thank you very much, and oh boy, yeah, Rossi's in.
Mantap tuh rendang.
Jet not gonna be on that initiator position like we saw him come over and lock in. I mean, the last time we saw him play Duelist was in what was it, the Gecko show match.
Oh yeah, actually you're right. He did play it there.
So
I forgot about that.
That was pretty much the last time. So it's been a good long while, but team putting their faith in him to be able to deliver a win, to put up some solid numbers, and also in texture to show this killjoy.
Yeah, I mean, very curious about both of them, right? I mean, Rossi, obviously, he's played Jet through and through, but how is it coming back? And now in this roster setup.
Wih,
Also
Goat
curious
makan.
to find out, Global Esports,
Oke, kita
they're
pause dulu,
playing
guys.
competition that Loud showed off.
20 detik. Yo, berangkat.
Talon, they're showing the comp that DRX.
Udah jam 5 ya BTW ya. Udah kerasa, bro.
The big difference being the Sky and the Sova. The Sky allows you to really kind of double team with the Jet and play a bit more aggressively. You can flash through your own walls of smoke as well. While the Sova,
BTL all apaan sih TL? TLN.
Post plant utility.
Bang!
Another first here for texture.
Wah, pada ngaco, guys.
Look quite good. Now he comes out with the Killjoy. So first Sentinel appearance for him here today in his career. For now, heavy presence from Talon, who are first on the attack, drifting over towards B.
Astagfirullahaladzim, udah gue tutup dulu ah.
Nearby, his kitchen being held at the moment by texture.
Kebaca lah gitu, untung kebaca tuh bang gue tuh.
But look at the setup once again, right? This is what I was talking about. A site, it was purely taken by the double team of Guiding Light and then the Jet to peek out. Now Aaron just has to stay alive. I mean, they purposely left the site entirely open.
Right before that Wall goes up. Aaron getting line of sight, manages to go in. Takes down Garnets. It's a lot of firepower left on the ground now here for the
Kalau si main yoi.
Surely you suspect, yeah, that someone has come to
Kita lihat
the
Bang
flank,
SK,
but
apakah
can they
dia
be
akan
ready for it? I mean,
mengerikan?
if the timing's right,
Ngepleng.
Global Esports, they should
Wow.
strike from both sides at the same time.
Rossi backing away. They look like they wanted to use this dog, but instead it's going to be Bazzi picking up 2 kills.
I think it's a good call, right? You don't want to get caught with your hands out just trying to control the utility. Meanwhile, Cruz just trying to hide, but he gets caught.
They're just
Rata
flying,
bro, flawless.
and it's going to be a flawless pistol round. Might not be an ace for Monyet, but
Bentar, tadi
pretty
gue
much
dapat berapa
everybody
ya?
getting involved in
Ngebet
this one.
GE.
As the defuse will come
Ya,
through,
dapat
looks like they
dikit
want to
doang,
try to
anjir.
fast track those Seekers. Bazzi finding 2 kills.
Kenapa?
This will give him that 3rd charge. It's a flawless to go ahead and lock in the pistol. I mean, again, Global Esports and pistol rounds just seem to go hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, they're staying consistent. They're always good for at least one on the map, if not both. And obviously, that's how they're staying with such a huge positive record. Now, I like that the fact that they're prioritizing Seekers as well. When we started to see Sky really show back up, the fact that sometimes she's the main initiator or the only
Temboknya
initiator, that
lo,
means
Bang
the Seekers
Rossi.
allow you to have one extra round of really
Kayaknya gue rungkat
firm
lagi.
information.
Yeah.
Coba my bet.
That does give you that nice little advantage here. At least try to shift the balance back into your favor.
Well, 4 spy here with the Stingers from Talon. Not everyone, but everyone does buy down with the Sheriffs as well.
Pretty shallow wall here from Aaron. Not blocking off too much of anything, but I mean the jump peaks.
Talon
Confirming
Esports.
presence at the very least start quickly dealt with. Not going to
Masih bisa menang, tenang ya.
As Rossi
Baru
wants to do it
1-0.
a little bit further forward. Looks like he wants to swing out and thinks better of it. Aaron will just send the wall towards him. Rossi goes for the push. Oh no! And I think that might just be a little bit of over-eagerness here in his debut.
Bredes in
The
Korea.
rest of the team now looking to hold the line.
Aaron's stuck. He does need support, but Bodsy not going to stay alive for too long.
And suddenly, we're in a 2v2. Weapons recovered. Sushi Boy's picking up that Spectre. See, Pat wants to do the same. Otherwise, still does have the Stinger. Swing out now into a 1v1. As it's
Monyet,
versus
udah
Sushi.
biasa lah Monyet ini ketemu di apa sama Sushi. Ya enggak Monyet, bah, mantap.
Monyet to be in that position. Was expecting him further back, deeper into the sight. So Global will be able to win this round, but at a fairly heavy cost.
Yeah, I mean, they take a big hit, but of course on the other side as well, right? Talon bought down with the Sheriffs and Stinger. So at the end of the day, I mean, normally we would say, okay, I mean, this almost is a win for Talon, but Talon's going to have to rest 1 extra round. Now the big question becomes, do they buy Stingers again just to try to catch back up while they, set up for half armors in the coming round?
Yeah. Well, we'll ignore the
Rossi, my idol, man.
Yeah, we'll skip that part. All right, everyone gets one. Everyone gets one.
Still quite a bit of spending on both sides. I mean, you can see Pat down to 1,000, 1,200 for Sushi. Everybody else on the side of Global as well, putting in quite a bit of money. Only Texture with that Spectre in hand, 2,000.
So Talon just poised to make sure they can either buy full armor and weapons or half armor with full utility in the next round.
Oh, Monyet, guess Monyet.
It's a quick and easy swing out. 16 HP though remaining for Monyet. If he can join up with Bazzi in a little bit, they can go ahead and heal that away.
Yeah, they're going to have to buy time for that, and that's exactly what they do. Backs off. Texture just trying to keep screens, right? As long as you have screens and you have... Oh, Foxy.
Well, Cruz coming up on this flank angle, finds Aaron as well to boot. Fantastic timing from him. Drop down, however, out of heaven is Bazzi.
Is it?
I mean, Bazzi.
Man's on one today.
Definitely is, and
Is
maybe
it
you're
bonus?
just talking about him saying, okay, your utility, your fragging may not have been great, but your utility has been top tier. Well, no longer. It's the fragging that's really putting him at the top of the scoreboard now.
Bazzi X Monyet, asik.
It's, well, I believe a 6-1 now start for Bazzi. Fantastic.
Gak bakal.
Nice casual little swing out here from Monyet to find that first kill of the round. Gets healed up and then goes right back into the front lines. So though, some good sheriffing.
Si Baji kayak lagi chill banget guys ya.
Themselves a couple of kills, a good flank from Cruz as well. We saw him early up on that belt area. He dropped.
Talon nggak ada flash, nggak ada. Lihat aja tuh kayaknya.
Paying off decently well.
Yeah, I mean, again, that was the round where they're okay with just taking whatever they can. Now they're set up for their buys. They do complete the lockdown as well for Sushi Boy. So this is a chance to finally turn the momentum around on the side of Talon. They've even already
Di Icebox nggak terlalu butuh flash sih. Nggak terlalu ya.
Very nice. Garnet's not setting off that turret. Goes for Aaron first, finds it, then deals with the KJ util. And oh,
Patipan nggak lihat, what?
See Rossi there.
Konyol.
He's able to just ADS in, get the headshot.
Yeah, but this is what you can start to do when you have this double team in the sky and the jet, right? You can send in that deep flash with the guiding light, set up your jet.
Patipan emang harus dibuang aja dah, guys.
Provide some backup from any position because of the way that her utility works. I mean,
baru menang tuh.
Quite a bit of
Talon.
distance on all of these.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing it a bit, and our most recent
Tidak
Icebox
datang
game,
sakit mata.
being able to rush forward, get the early picks outside of A. Seeker's going to
Itu
be used here.
Patipan. Lah,
As we've got 50 seconds remaining.
aneh aja tuh si Abu.
Confirm that there is enough presence over here towards the A side. Still though, not enough for texture.
You should run.
And Monyet to rotate
Mendingan pangeran kecil guys ya. Wah, pangeran kecil udah itu mah wonder kid, bro.
Oh, I was gonna say not the best of weapons to take away the lockdown, but he's
Pangeran
going patiently
kecil,
for a
aduh.
kill.
Yeah, I mean, and he kind of needed that. The longer that he stayed, the more reliant he was going to be on needing that dash to be able to get out and avoid getting detained. So just pop that. No spray through the wall to try to interrupt. Disrupt.
Oh my god, Bang Rossi, ace!
Oh, he wants it so bad.
Rossi my idol, man.
What a way to jazz somebody up. This would
Rossi my idol, man. Si Badri ngambil, guys.
You knew he was full
Wah,
flash.
konyol.
I'll flash for you. Just kidding. I'm flashing for me.
No, basi boy.
A solid round of the Guardian weapon now can be upgraded just with a one casualty.
Baji bintang 1 guys, konyol nih.
Leading the charge on the board.
Emot murung.
Oh, it wasn't even ADS, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's just primed and positioned, and I mean, this is one of the advantages for the Guardian. I like that you questioned why do you're not going to spam through the wall. You have a Guardian, but he gets the guaranteed kill over, and then he's still able to clean house.
It's all good. It's all good.
I look down afterwards, and Mozzie's still just having that nervous smile of like, uh-oh.
I'm gonna draw.
It's all good lah, ngentot tuh Baji. Nah, gitu tuh tadi tuh si Rossi tuh.
Everybody at that watch party.
Yeah,
booing,
mukanya kesel dikit.
but widely cheering on Global.
Well, I mean, Mozzie's surely one of the spearheads today for Global as they continue to look like it might be a
Malmer,
swift
dah lah
victory.
Ben. Malmer. Satu top up Malmer, ayo.
Roping across. This will have been heard and now spotted. Garnet's dropping down just in time to avoid.
Monyet, Monyet. Ayo Monyet. Masih miss Monyet. Oke, nah. Itu satu, dua, Allah.
Can't quite adjust to find the second, but then the dog comes in, finds one.
Wow. Talon mulai menyerang, guys. Wow.
Hunter's Fury, but at the end of the day, it's Rossi, the last man standing.
Clutch.
The pride and hope of India now.
No.
To bring them across the line.
One
gone.
Yeah, he has no information on the other.
Naik ke box sih lucu nih. Aduh, kalau naik.
Chris is walking in, but it's a faster turn there from Fox in the corner.
Si Pauji tadi gue liat-liat nge-kill temen gak sih? Siapa ya? Siapa tadi ya yang nge-kill temen ya?
Cash from the side of Global, very much banked up. Talon, ooh, it's rough around the edges.
Idol, anjay.
Rifles coming through.
Kill Garnet, oh ya benar.
We'll see if that comes back to fight him or if it's going to be just enough.
Tuh, di ulti anjing.
Try to claw back in. You're a map 2, because here's the thing. They not only have to win Icebox, but they have to kind of get to map 3 to even have a chance to get their own first win.
Take a look at it now. It looks like Garnet's just going to be going for the Blade Storm.
The operator is going to hold mid, guiding
light.
Whoa!
I was going to say, he should have been able to spot Manya initially. In the end, managed to find him, get that headshot across. See how he continues to play on the entry here for his team. His walls are up, just trying to stop the push from coming through, and that's going to be the reckoning now invested from Pat.
Now, this does force them to empty the site, but they're going to hear a lot of the footsteps. GES, though, they have no reason to really flank around on their own. Now, Cruz, of course, the reason they're rotating is because of that deep flank. We saw that in the picture as well. I mean, he faced no opposition. Do they recognize that he can be this deep already?
It looks like Aaron does as he's inching forward. Rossi now.
Apaan tuh?
This could be a 2-for-1 if he decides
no,
to
Rossi.
He's just
enggak keluar deh.
He just wants to fight
Terusnya
them
enggak keluar.
right in the last second. He's going to hear this. Here's the drop.
Dicek gak sih? Oh enggak ya. Wah, ceknya kanan.
That last knife would have been enough to do it, but can't quite find it. Cruz with a fantastic just drift through the B site into that lurk. Will finally fall. Aaron looking like, yeah, grab on the operator, go for the save.
Yeah, that's the best play you could do, right? I mean, with the operator dropped, that's what could
Emang Rossi bisanya nikung, Ben.
You say, okay, we're already
bukan nyolok-nyolok begitu bisa nikung, ya kan, Rossi?
Hah?
Could hit a timing here.
Yeah. Just try to get one extra kill, try to get towards that lockdown. No, he's just going to play it safe.
Okay.
Aduh, ya Allah.
Drifts back across the opposite way. We'll be all right, tucked away in kitchen. So operator held on to. Talon do find their second. This is good for them to be able to find their footing because, you know, we're talking about how bad the economy
Komedi ngabuburit.
Boy.
Ben, malam takbiran nggak Ben? Tebet. Ayo.
Yeah, complete and utter whiff.
Yeah, he was holding the angle as well, but I mean, sure, the timer was just about to run out. Maybe you were going through your comms. It looked a little shaky. Meanwhile, Garnets was
Gue tanggal 20-nya udah janjian, Ben.
for the kill on the hunt
Gak
here.
ke-save lagi ya, konyol. Aduh.
Oh man, I mean, just a nice movement from Garnets as well.
Gampang gue mah, ya udah tuh yang susah-susah aja, Ben.
Well, timeout now going to be
Yang susah-susah aja tuh, orang Bekasi, orang Depok, orang mana tuh.
Take a look, you know, Icebox, this is what, the third time that we've had it so far in Pacific. It has been one of the least played, if not the least played map now.
Yes, I believe so. Now that Split's been picked a couple extra times.
Gas Ben, OTW dari Bekasi. So asik lu Rajin, lu tuh nggak diajak Rajin.
All usually banned out. So we'll see Global Esports.
Jaka kalau gua ketebet dia loncat katanya. Apa Vivi gitu yang loncat?
You try to go for this operator again because one of the strengths that I keep mentioning is if you have this guy in the jet, you can actually just push out together with the rifles. But if you only have the operator, you know what? I give credit, right, to that. That takes courage to hold that right here, and then also with the dab, which I did my first dab because of depth the other day on broadcast.
Cing, S-Magic poinnya masih banyak, Cok.
Did Tyler want to get banned? What are we freeing him from?
No, Tyler 1 always wants more freedom.
I see.
That's what it is.
I see. He's so thoroughly American.
Well, obviously.
There's never enough freedom, brother.
No, not enough for.
Telat reaksinya, Bang.
As good as it needed to be.
All right, go next.
Yeah, I mean.
Smoke langsung, Bang.
Get it. They've been slow creeping around Garage. You don't expect them to hit this a little bit faster, but it looks like Global, they say, okay, yeah, well, we know that you guys are on an eco. We're going to push the envelope here a little bit harder than we normally do. And, yeah, Rossi ends up getting caught with the Bucky in hand.
Yeah, now.
I mean, I like the idea from Texture. You're droning. I'm going to volley you. Maybe I'll get a kill. I know you're low HP, but Pat just shuts that down.
Yeah, I'd say best attempt he could have had. And looks like, okay, they do want to stick with the op. So most likely what that means is they want to position Rossi to just hold. Wow, what a just mess of a firefight there.
Enak sih, temennya mati 3 baru nge-smoke.
And then rotate Batsy over quickly so he can gain information either mid or on the other site. But this all relies on the fact that Rossi can get a bit of a forward position and has to be good for his first shot should Talon ever rotate back to him.
Minggu depan kita liburan dulu guys ya. VCT Pasifiknya Lebaran. Tapi nggak tahu kalau H+1 gua bisa streaming. Insya Allah ya. Insya Allah kita lihat.
Yeah, he misses this timing.
But in some ways,
there's no one to cover for him.
Yeah, I mean, surely of the other presence. Meanwhile, the site is being taken through kitchen. A great guiding light.
Ih, lagi ulti itu si Ceriwis.
Denies that from being an entry.
Iya minggu ini.
Onto the site. Texture now spotting, but can't swing wide enough to take down Garnets. We'll find one. Garnets now pulls off of that plant.
Okay.
Shuts Texture down. Sushi Boys in the meantime.
Lebaran kemana? Ke Jonggol.
Needs the shot. He nails it. Dash forward.
Does he know about kitchen?
No, he does not.
Jadi cek
still that lurk there. Pat able to find that punish. And now it's all on Air in the IGL to try to make this happen. Knows where one's at, but at this point.
Oh, Irpin, terima kasih udah jadi member.
He's right out in front waiting. And that brings us 4-4, tied up for the first time in the series.
Yeah, and an early timeout use as well. Let's remember that on the side of Global Esports, but they're actually not able to regain the momentum. Again, their pistols are always good. Their early rounds look good, but let's say it like it is. I mean, the overall big picture idea with the operator was fine. You want to get an aggressive position, but the way you executed it, you left, you know, kind of an opening there, and obviously it was a very sliver of a timing where Foxy is able to get through. But that alone already buys enough time for the site to be overtaken, despite Batsy's heroics to try to shut down the Viper's pit.
This is a little bit concerning. I mean, granted, it's the first time that we're seeing Icebox from Global. This is a, you know, that kind of debut. We've seen it from Talon before. They were able to beat Team Secret on this map when Secret had selected it. Secret, of course, you know, as we've noted many times, not having been able to win on any of their map picks yet.
Yes.
But widely, the biggest thing that concerned me is that Talon were able to get 9 rounds on the defending side. It was on the attack where they struggled.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, surely even their utility usage with their harbor has been improving
Emang
since then
Talon
as
aja
well.
nih yang
That time was a lot
goblok.
off the
Emang
back of the
gitu Bang
firepower of all
Remuan.
5 players. Today, things seem to be a little bit more in sync. So, Global, you got to start to get a bit more concerned. Now, obviously, this round, they're taking it just a bit slower on the eco. Now, this is all really to set up for Monyet, and he's already good for 1.
He's got 1.
Anjir, Next Tali dapat 2 anjing.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I mean, if nothing else, if Esports doesn't work out, clearly he'd be good in a circus.
Yeah, I mean, the acrobatics are there. Texture just trying to buy time. Oh, he does.
Bisa begitu ya serepnya?
30 seconds left. But not going to be able to fight back.
Cirque de Monnier.
Gokil.
Cirque de Monnier.
Beneran jadi Monjet.
Yeah. It's a minor change. Now Cruz though, pushing forward, we'll find Aaron. Rossi going to fall. Leaves Texture on his lonesome with the Sheriff in hand, and he's making noise. And that'll be the finisher. So, I mean, again, bloody rounds. They're coming up with some good kills, limiting the number of weapons that are carried over.
Masih aja kasih orang lain duelis, kenapa nggak coba Monyet?
Bank built up for themselves here.
Yeah, they can buy whatever they want.
Adik-adik aja deh yang jawab. Gue udah sering jawab.
Notably,
Bosen.
first time they're taking the lead here in this matchup against Global Esports, right? They've been falling behind ever since Split. Wow. That was great to watch in slow-mo. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I know a lot of fans who have been following Monyet's career are so happy to see
Oji, makasih 11 bukannya Oji.
Level. So credit to him. But right now, all focus on Talon. They're starting to correctly read how Global Esports wants to use this comp, especially, again, the way they've been trying to position SK Rossi's jet off the back of that sky.
Early clear on the drone.
So what we just saw on the minimap was the fact that Cruz, I believe, gets tagged by the guiding light, but that means that Global Esports also can't push out too confidently. Cruz is just there because he knows eventually at some point the Jet and Sky have to be together, they're going to push out. You can see it in the small screen. He's just waiting for them to come fight him.
There's not coming in. Some blind shots sent across. Looking for that hit. Rossi now able to find Cruz. The Nano Swarm gets set and cleared. Lockdown will flush them back off the site. Maybe Texture would go for the answering defending lockdown just to try to draw the stalemate. Not to beat. Aaron so close to getting punished there through the pipes.
All right, using the Reckoning just to push back onto Snowman.
Monyet! Monyet gets boxed through pipes. Finds Pat. Now Garnet's dead.
Teritek.
They do not want to get ahead.
Tokichi.
What a quick 2 pop there from Sushi Boys.
So much that Sushi Boys has to do. He's just being kept, his attention tied behind him because of Batsi's Sky.
Yeah, he's got to swing out wide. The initial shot on the up. It does not connect. Texture's got to back off.
No comment, itu sih derita lo. Masa bodoh enggak mau tahu.
Grabs the up, hands the defuse over to Bazzi. He's got just enough time to go ahead and make that work, and we're tied up at 5-5, but man, what a close round. Sushi Boy's nearly bringing that one back from the dead.
Yeah, I mean, such good finesse there, both in terms of his aim and positioning to try to bring that back to a 1v5 clutch, and he almost did it. I mean, very, very close. These 2 shots.
Oke, chatnya toxic ya, pantasnya di emote only.
Nasty stuff.
Yeah, and even here, right, just trying to make sure he can position behind yellow, so even if he, doesn't win the duel immediately, he can try to buy time. Unfortunately, he gets picked off right before he can peek behind the container.
All right, and another timeout. Just 4 rounds later. This time Talon looking to figure out how they can go ahead and get themselves back into this leading position. But again, I mean, I don't feel that concerned right now.
Deg-degan gini bet GE di map 2. Gue juga deg-degan nih udah mau buka puasa lagi masih 200 guys. Wah konyol. Biasanya udah 2000 ini jam segini bro.
Yeah, I mean, again, you also have to think about that initiator difference, right? When you're over on that defensive side, not only can you try to get more secure info, but
wow, this is my first time watching ever. Gue Talon. Love for America.
Welcome, welcome. Not sure first time watching at all or first time watching in person, but either way, greetings to you.
Willkommen.
Oh yeah, willkommen. There you go. Well,
bienvenue.
It's just all languages. Throw it all out there.
But Talon didukung.
Now, the big question is,
Talon di bet. Likerji makasih 6 bukannya. 6 bukan gratis ya. Oh ya, makasih gratisannya.
Trying to catch him off guard, and SK Rossi wins that duel. Oh, and he gets spotted.
And now he's going to go for the updraft. They know exactly where he's at. Is the covering fire going to be good? The answer is yes. Able to find
one more.
Texture. Apprehensive about swinging out again. Finally decides to do so. He'll take the singular kill and back away. Seemingly satisfied, at least with that trade.
Yeah,
Vipers down nice early.
wise choice from Texture. Even the numbers, that's all you had to do, because that means it bought time for Rossi to push out again. But this time they have so many members over on belt.
They're in so deep. And Rossi, so far forward, finds one. He's able to break that line of sight. Now draws out the knives.
Yeah, just to scout, make sure that they haven't gotten into the site yet. That buys enough time for Aaron.
Holding the corner, looking for a little bit more.
Okay,
Aaron. Go ahead, drop the spike. Pat dead, Hunter's Fury.
Tembak, Bang!
Boom! Suddenly just Fox and he will fall.
Keluar tuh pisau.
Go ahead and pick up a back-to-back round now.
Last round in the half.
Ya dia panik, bukan panik, stylenya emang gitu. Lihat tuh, toprek bro. Nggak tahu lu.
Yeah.
Rossi my idol man.
I mean, yeah, there were a couple of rounds earlier where it might have been crucial, but now that they've drawn out the Hunter's Fury as well, this should mean that they are set up for an easy retake or just to buy time. Now, in that previous round, Rossi, sure, he had a great shot, but what really impressed me was the way he was drawing aggro, right?
India bang ya. Ya, betul.
Blade Storm, that draws out the Hunter's Fury towards him and really keeps Aaron hidden.
Pauji bagus rambutnya anjing. Kayak Yanto.
How quickly do they want to push this pace?
Apa gue cobain keriting ya? Jangan dah. Buah. Rambut gue udah bagus. Jadi apa-apain.
And even then, expect that the lockdown is going to be the first thing used.
All right, Talon's idea is, okay, just let them push out of A if they need to. As long as we confirm the op's not here, let's just go for a 5-man stack. They most likely want to try to push in further as well, but here's the lockdown.
This is going to draw them forward. They're going to want to clear this.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're going to push the corner.
Tembakin dong.
Try to get the destroy on it, and they do. The smoke goes down. Texture falls.
Gimana?
Play now, getting ready to come in. Aaron going to be noted.
Kenapa nggak dipengkolan sih?
Take the fight, ends up backing away. Aaron drops to the low ground. He will also get picked apart.
It's a great setup, and during that chaos, had to hide up there in the nest, but he is going to have to leave. No, he's going to win.
Doesn't win that fight somehow.
Menang lagi.
Pat able to stabilize the aim, goes down to 30 HP, sure, but wins it
1v5. Oh my God, Rossi my eye.
A flawless round to end the half and tie it up at 6-6. Talon, they say in it.
Wow, tied at the half, but you mentioned it, Achilles. Talon, they looked great on the other side of the map the last time they played, especially against Team Secret. I think if you're Talon, I mean, especially with how things started off on Split, you're feeling pretty comfortable here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the ever-important pistol round coming through. It's going to allow you to string together a nice start on the second half.
Si Mas
See if
Garnet
Global can
mulai.
continue to excel in that regard, or if Talon will keep it even at 2-2.
Half time.
But
harus berisik lo half time. Kita lihat dulu yang lagi makan.
Clearly, despite them electing to go to Split last week, Icebox is very much more comfortable.
Wait, I thought they didn't play Split last week. What do you mean?
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Masih pada makan cuy.
We had that collective fever dream.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, they do look a lot better. And the other thing is, what we're seeing.
Anjay bos Bigi, terima kasih 10 game membernya di HP adik di sore hari ini. Jangan lupa bilang makasih ya.
Which was a little disappointing. I mean, a lot of people expected a lot of talent off their performance at lock-in. Their calls were good. They were even taking very, very strong calculated risks. And then they keep the Pacific. Things seem to be in a bit of confusion.
Yura dapat. Wow.
Recently as well, where they're still just trying to figure out what roles each person's going to play.
Yang penting Kinder Boy kedua tidak dapat ya bos ya. Mantap, tidak jadi refund.
If not overtake Global Esports.
Pressure certainly mounting here.
Yura dapat mulu. Hoki memang.
Talon are going to be able to answer this one back. I mean, who knows how that one goes down.
Ada makan doang ya?
Get there.
I mean, who knows who's playing?
Lah udah beres cuci piring guys.
Jadi karena kan nggak tahu ya kalau gua diajarin sama gua kalau bertamu itu sebaiknya cuci piring sendiri ya. Akhirnya kalau itu gua punya piring
bos.
Jadi di piring gua ini piringnya Kongson. Ya maksudnya kan kita masa udah bertamu ya kan. Betul.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, obviously, the score is tied, but the kill board looks a bit similar as well. Actually, just down to the wire, right, with the Jets up top, and then the kill with the initiator. Clearly, both teams just trying to answer back and forth, round to round, and that's going to make this pistol round even more important.
Ya, jangan lupa ngepel sama bersihin PC sekalian ya, Bang ya.
Recon and a fairly forward position here from Garnet. Puts a very small amount of damage in on a texture, but it's
masa nggak ada niatan give member Gamma Bunta bos Big.
Kagak bisa.
Malmer.
Spotting. Let's go ahead and get the double team money. Going to be taken down now. Texture fallen as well. Swing on the corner. Rossi and Aaron able to reply back. Looking for another one, but just one more bullet on that frenzy steady. Would have been able to find it. Said it's going to be Bazzi now in a 1v2.
Garnet sekarat.
Now Garnet somehow still surviving with
masih bisa ini sih, masih bisa clutch ini.
This is a 2v1. He's just going to play kind of shield or bait here.
Langsung dana kan bisa.
Or Pat with the better health, he could try to stand up front as Garnet tries
ya, ngobrol lu berdua itu, Bang.
With the ghost.
Ya, timing.
Expects that wraparound's going to come.
Dapatnya nunggu aja kah apa butuh klaim? Ajarin adik-adik, ajarin.
Second half pistol rounds.
Ajarin.
Yeah, they're splitting each half across both teams, winning one on either side. So Talon off to a good start that they want here in the second half. Now, the way they set up for Cruz, and these were the kind of things that we wanted to see from Talon.
Langkah pertama kamu harus ketik hub. Nah, lalu
spotted early, then you back out, you draw aggro, you kind of set up and bait for your teammate.
Gue lagi nunggu nih.
Yeah, lots of excitement.
Tunggu aja ketik hub nambah chance 50%. Nah, itu kata yang baru dapet tuh. Jangan diajarin nanti nambah saingan. Wah, itu maruk namanya tuh. Panjul anjing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. I mean, this is one where they have to get the win. Otherwise, they may as well actually kiss the half goodbye. It's gonna have a huge impact. Now,
tapi yang udah pasti sih ngetik Jeko sih udah pasti dapet ya kalau kata gua. Gak tau dah. Kalau kata gua sih Jeko.
Fortunately, they do have that Sky. Shock dart, second one now used. Drone gonna be thrown in as well. Fox just dumping.
Kalau nggak mempan hub tinggal spam P. Lah hilang. Gimana lu Pais? Ngajarin orang?
Push up over the top again. Cruz making this play, finds one yet.
Lah.
So 1 for 1 for now.
Ah, kocak.
Yeah, and the fact that he stays alive, this has bought so much time for Pat to just make sure that there hasn't been a rotation yet.
Wih, Abio terima kasih satu member ya bos. Yang dapat si Joya tuh lihat tuh. Si Joya ngapa-ngapain aja dapat.
3v2 start rotating around. It's like Ross is going to shoot forward. No, decides to go with the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't run into Pat just yet, worst case, he's on site on B. But the correct assumption would be that they would eventually group up, right? And that's exactly what Talon's going to do. So the plant will go down. The force spy looking promising so far.
Texture's going to stay on this lurk. See if anybody wants to come under tube, cut across that way. And instead can now start to inch forward and have his own flank through that position.
Yeah, Talon, the idea here is going to be use
terus Talon mau nge-save gitu?
setting up for kills for Garnet with that Vandal.
Gak mungkin dong ya kan?
Pat just drawing aggro with the Cove and trying to force the defuse here.
Ya, pandalnya jatuh dari mana? Let's go global.
Rossi turns the corner, puts a little bit of damage.
Yeah, tekstur udah di orange lihat guys.
They find one. Garnet's going to fall, and there you have it. The force by paying off dividends.
Pandalnya jatuh, Ben Arton Ben, Arton
Eko. The Vandal being free upgrades here for Global Esports. Meanwhile, the Vandal commitment from Talon.
Buka puasa Ben ya duluan.
It's gonna have a lasting impact here in the second half.
Ayo give member lagi udah siap menampung lu Chris. 50 buruan Chris. Nih tutor adik-adik. Anjay, babor merah. Estepan, terima kasih bos satu game membernya. Kasih Houston yang dapat cok. Apa pure aktif yang dapat.
Give him that added little bit of firepower as Rossi looks to push the tempo.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just trying to make the same call that Talon did against them as well.
I think Pat may have been seen. He's going to have to use the Cove just to get himself out of there.
Well, any form of retake is going to be an absolute impossible mission here with the eco buy from Talon. Now with the Cove gone as well.
Udah nggak jadu duelis, iya udah nggak jadu duelis, sekarang dia jadu controller.
If he can read the plant position, might be able to put some extra damage in. Splash goes in, won't find much of anything.
Oh,
do spot one, and I mean, Monjet dropping off the
mantap
rope,
Monjet
on the ground, sticks his feet, finds the kill.
Oh my god, Monjet.
there you go, a flawless round for Global.
Siapa yang bilang monyet butuh duelis? Enggak bro, enggak butuh.
As we go into the next buy round for Talon.
Oh yeah, Talon's ready for it. They say, all right, it's do or die time, right? And I like this call because if you start
Dikit lagi evolusi Bang Lik, mantap. Besar Stepan, terima kasih 11 bukannya ya.
So over best, say this is act like it's match point. By the operator, make sure you continue to snowball it forward.
2-0 masa guys. Tapi monyet duelis yang dibutuhkan GE. Hah? Oh, ha. Lah! Anastasius Ganang jadinya gen member sendiri. Makasih ya. Kelamaan nunggu gift. Kelas. Respect. Kelamaan nunggu gift. Kesel.
And now we have Foxy making sure that he's up on the nest as well on site to just scout the belt, which is going to be ever so important. That does mean Foxy also can't leave the site unless they reposition Garnet. So this is a two-person commitment to make sure that A-site is practically shut down on the attack. Meanwhile, Nanoswarm placed
with the weird move, weird smoke.
Should the attack come through here.
Oh, naked the collat!
Dapat collat anjir Garnet. Gimana sih observer Bang?
And that's how you even things up again. The push coming in, nearly finding
Sushi. Itu atas. Hey, Rossi nggak dari tadi lo dibunuh. Rossi!
Wow. And suddenly, from a flawless into a flawless of their own, Talon, they continue to answer back.
Dari tadi Bang.
That operator coming in and paying dividends.
Apaan lagi tuh si Reyura, 2 bukan lagi jadi merah, mantap. Makasih gratisannya Reyura. Terlalu disiplin sampai teman-teman yang meninggai.
Well, I think Pat Wiley today looking a lot better when it comes down to the Harbor util. He looked a little bit weak in that regard versus Secret, but the fragging was still there.
Yes.
And now he's delivering on both fronts, which is good.
And now, Global Esports, an important round to see if they can solve, the riddle for this operator, or against this operator, rather. Now, they do have the Reckoning and the Seekers, so good ultimates to try to flush out that weapon.
Hello.
Gimana, Fauzi?
I don't care about this. Oh, Pat, I mean, aggressive push out. He has been going on these garage alerts. This one a little bit faster than the others. And he comes up with the kill. Aaron taken down.
Now you know that they're in mid, they have presence in mid and A. There was no one on B, so you're just hanging back on site with the operator Garnets. He still has his tailwind as well. If he's good for one more kill and just gets out free this round, you can kiss it goodbye on the side of Global Esports.
Set malah mer kena nih, set.
Heard the noise. Somebody's playing up on pipes. Seeker's now going to be let loose.
He's going to wait until the last second.
Pushes up into the nest. Rossi will be the first to fall. Maniente trying to spam out of position.
Masih bisa ngedot ya.
Exit towards backside. Yeah, but how do you get in here? I mean, Pat is still swinging around the backside.
Wow.
Getting taken out there. Talon once again will establish a lead for themselves.
Gara-gara.
Right as soon as you hear the Seekers come through, and
bisa disebut.
Iya,
Marlboro merah, kamu kena time out tuh, lihat yang di time out Reyura emang gak tau malu si UID, lihat tuh. Reyura yang time out UID ya. Parah lihat tuh. Gua salah tuh. Oh, pada aus ini udah jam segini deh. Nah, Ikoron guys. Nah, Ikoron. Ya. Wow. Oke, panik dikit ya. Dapat 3 ya.
The operator not being found yet either, but
parah nih Kod.
doing whatever damage he can, because I was about to say, I mean, this is kind of a
Bang
crazy commitment to push forward with an operator and 3 people against an eco round. I guess you just wanted to shut it down, but this is also, if you're a Talon fan, this is the type of risk, the unexpected risk that Talon took at lock-in that really threw off their opponent. So it is good to see that they have this confidence, and it was set up properly, right? You have the over-under, and then the third person peeking out. So
lagi berjatan, makasih Chris 11 bukannya.
Just a matter of how many weapons you drop.
Wow, Resi Tentauri, terima kasih 10 game member ya bos. Langsung aja di Jeko adik-adik, di Jeko. Di Jeko dijamin dapet. Tuh, Torik dapet, Adit dapet ya kan.
here by Global to try to right the ship. And
yang penting jangan ada. Woi, Reyura 2.0 dapat. Kamu itu berkah di timeout UID Reyura ya. Kelas.
You're just pushing aggressively. If you know you have the extra weapons and you have your trade set up, your crossfire set up, you're absolutely going to guarantee the win. Is that it also denies any extra rounds your opponents like
yang gak dapet tayamat.
Defaults your setups, right? It means that they just have to kind of get shut down fast and early and say, okay, that was a round wasted. We didn't do anything. We gained nothing from it. No extra doors. Obviously, getting a couple kills. But that's about it. You'd gain no more information. Now you've
jangan lupa di like juga adik-adik yang bermain, yang baru main, yang baru join ya.
Extra information that Global Esports can work with. Garnet's taking another new position here with the operator.
Look at the ults across the board. You want to say, okay, Global, they've got something to work with, but then you compare, and Talon's got 4, and they're not far off from the 5th.
Whoa!
Be that pit from Cruz.
And so they now know the operator is here, and considering it's got the turret, surely.
Selamat datang ijo-ijo jalur kasihan, hah?
That's coming out again, but this time you already have one yet planted in the garage.
Yeah, he's behind him. They're playing right around the Rosie at the moment,
ya?
just don't know it. Wall coming out. I mean, that should be called. They have to know that he's out there. Monyetta's not swinging back. Given that wall placement, he has to be in a forward position.
Yeah,
lihat Patipan sama monyet, lihat Patipan sama monyet, bro. Ya Allah, lucu banget. Gak ada yang notice, bro. Monyet please balik, monyet please balik. Nyet, ayo balik nyet.
On making the call to enter the site, didn't catch the very end of it, entering the wall.
Nyet,
Either
pulang
way,
nyet.
they're just assuming that we just ignore it. Let's go with the plan that we have.
This could be everything.
No. Oh,
Ya.
Aaron just does not know.
Oh, no.
Aduh, ditungguin dulu lagi.
He's gonna say, how the hell did this happen? Monyet around the back should be able to catch him, but no.
Ya Allah, timing lagi.
Pat knows something's off.
He does, but he just can't quite line it up. Monyet will be able to trade that one back. Meanwhile, Sushi Boys a forward lurk. Much like the Viper and
Berkas
Harbor,
lalu bos Risi.
Killjoys.
Salah nyebut lo orang kampung.
Now, very important that SK Rossi, despite all that chaos, was able to get some form of control here in A. That's the only hope they had of taking over a site. Oh, he draws out the operator's shot as well, and that does set up Viper's pick.
Okay, Hunter's Fury goes across. They do complete the plan. Texture able to find Sushi Boys.
Okay.
Garnet's expecting this push coming out of mid.
4v3 situation, Garnet ulti.
Do come through.
Baji nggak boleh mati dong. Oh shit.
Right into the shoulder. That last one.
Nice.
Shorty out. Rossi able to win the fight. Garnets will just go for the blind spray. With the AWP and the Vandal in hand. Call might just come through from Talon to save it. As I say that, Monyet gonna be taken down the pit now. Absolutely gone, but he dashes right in front of Rossi. And he never checks behind.
Viewer menang lah.
2v1, a 1v1. Texture the last one.
Viewer menang lah.
Yeah,
but the time just not there.
Yeah, you just have to stick it.
Oke, mantap.
Okay, a closeout on the round, bringing them one step closer to tying this up.
9-10.
But still, an immense amount of util and weapons lost.
I mean, bring around the Rosie all across the map by all different players here in that round. And even the pit setup as well. But at the end of the day, this all comes back to the fact that Rossi gets control, or some form of control, on A site, allows them to get the pit down on top of the plant, and that secures the defense against the retake.
Yeah. Texture.
Kevin pilih mana, Ben? Ah, ini 2-0 nih, udah aman-aman. 2-0 deh.
And I mean, it's the one ult invested. They get 2 away from the side of Talon.
Heaven sih nggak tahu
Very
deh.
valuable round here for Global.
Bronski enggak main.
Hit at the ready, however. Cruz ready to utilize this as the Seekers go chasing. The walls come up from Aaron as well. Looking to cut off that screen.
Oke, ulti sese carry, guys.
Now, Seekers and Trailblazer has cleared out the first floor of the pit, so they know they're not there.
Keyboardnya bagus. Oh my god.
Forces him to exit.
Wah.
Right in onto the cove.
Wah, di combo sama Snakebite, bro.
Oh my
Shit.
god, the debuff coming in on timing there. What a good setup.
Fantastically done. Bazzi noting Pat, but they flush Sushi Boys out of the back site. Does bring this into a 3v3. Garnet's still wary about a flank in mid. We'll now start rotating over to join in with the rest of the team. Lockdown going to be used. Texture
patitin.
Cuts one down. Identifies where Fox is at, but Fox wins the fight. Vandal headshot to go ahead and finish the job. And now they can use this to just go ahead, push up, and finally grab the spike.
Kenapa si Patipan tuh nggak nyantai, orang belum di plan ya? Ngambil chance terlalu beresiko.
It does get planted and no Blade Storm ready for Garnets. They have to work with the operator.
Oh my god, Ace, Pauji.
To try to bring this across the line, and it's going to be cleared. Texture now. His position noted. He wins the fight. 1-1. Garnet's full HP.
Anjay, tekstur 2 kali menyelamatkan round adik-adik.
Back-to-back rounds to keep them in this, to bring it up to parity.
Kenapa Pros sering pakai skin Recon? Lagi enak aja ya Recon.
Rounds are so close down to the wire. That's going to force a timeout from Talon.
Oh, they need it because they just committed to the operator once again. That's done enough damage to their economy. And with such heroics from Texture, I mean, sure, spamming through the wall, that seems to be the meta if you're going for these Harbor and Viper comps, but Fox was in line for an ace. Sure, he was damaged up, but the setup here was good on the side of Talon, right? Make sure that the full health can constantly try to force that half on the spike while Fox tries to find the angle and Texture correctly positions himself to make
Tidak
sure
Malmer,
it's
kamu
1v1
jomblo
that
selamanya.
he can
Tidak
win
Malmer, kamu
back-to-back.
jomblo selamanya. Tidak Malmer, kamu jomblo selamanya.
Down to the wire.
Maksa banget. Tidak Malmer.
What can you say to try to get them ready for this next round? You've been going back and forth every
Wow,
time
grill.
catch up since the second half.
Ada monyetnya.
You get, that next follow-up round, you just maintain that lead. Can they do it again? Because right now, given what we've been seeing, unless one team is able to break away from another, it just feels like overtime is an inevitability.
Yeah, I mean, they've been really kind of trading blows back and forth. Now, of course, should note that Pat did die with the Reckoning still in hand, so that is available for Talon to try to make the momentum come back in favor for themselves. Curious about their exact economy. I know Garnet's had to buy down for that, repeated operator commitment or investment, rather.
Lots of Monjet fans, understandably.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Very
Monjet Indo Pride.
I think
GE
more than
Fighting,
anything,
mantap.
fans of
Siapa tuh?
Monjet and fans from Indonesia they're not just happy
Oh,
that
itu
Monjet's
si itu
playing
ya,
well, but
siapa?
I'm sure they're happy because now they
Coba
can
guys
also
yang
share
dapat
with the rest of the world what a
ini ya.
powerhouse this
Jawir,
player has
Jawir.
been. And again, he's been one of the most
Yang
consistent
dapat
players
giveaway
here
ya.
for Global Esports and VCT Pacific.
Take a jet, make him into a machine.
It's working.
Continues to just work wonders here for them.
Masih emote only loh.
Worth noting, this is the first time I believe that Pat has played a back-to-back agent.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think this is the first time that he's actually repeating
Dari
something.
Jerman itu, Cok.
As everything else has been
Jet best
new
agent.
stuff from him.
Grobe
The
Aachen.
last 30 days we've seen him
Sparis
play,
Dirks.
7 different agents.
Ratings.
And this is like the first time that he's done one
Ya, kunai
twice.
jetnya bagus banget dah.
We've got some
Kim
fans
Tekstur
from
Nara,
Germany asking us to speak
anjas.
German. Do you know any German?
9.
9? Oh, okay. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
I did say willkommen earlier,
You
but
did, you did. So you know two words.
Obviously, guten Tag.
Guten
Anjir,
Tag,
keren juga
okay.
gambaran orang-orang sana ya,
How are
kreatif.
you? How's it going?
That's
Oh
about
my
all I got.
god,
You
three
had
grill,
some
three
overview.
grill above guys,
Yeah,
three
and
grill.
I had studied a little bit of German as well. Lost a lot of it now to the times, but
Tidak Marlboro merah, kamu jangan maksa.
as well. I mean, this is the other great
Ah.
thing about
Konyol si Malmer
you
ini.
get to visit, especially in EMEA and Pacific, right? You're close enough that you could try to take a weekend visit,
Wih,
visit the
anjir,
country
monyet ini.
where the tournament's being hosted, and then get to watch the Valorant as well.
Oh,
Well,
grill,
looks
grill.
like we do have a tech pause, so we'll go
Tidak
ahead
Marlboro
and
merah, kamu jomblo
nice
selamanya
hand signs
tuh.
while we get whatever is
Betul
going
banget.
on taken care of. Seems like it's going to be on the Talon side of things. Hopefully we can get this dealt with quickly and get back into the action, because obviously we don't want to slow the momentum on either side, given how these teams have been going back and forth.
Coba tanya naik bot Sosiabas.
We are ready to
Wah,
go.
udah
Yeah,
lama
so the
nggak nanya naik bot
economy
Sosiabas.
just kind of in shambles for Talon. So they're just going to buy the single judge
Whoa.
for Pat.
Pat getting trapped, much like Rossi did earlier with the Bucky. This time it was Pat with a judge saying, I'm going to get Garage. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to kill them all.
And
Just did not work.
And he's down to 900 creds, right? I mean, again, we talk about some of these economic choices. Buying the judge itself is not the problem, but if you're trying to buy a hero judge, as weird as that sounds, and you're not set up for a full buy.
If you buy a judge, let's be clear, you are not a hero.
the villainous judge. There we
Yeah.
go. You're buying the villain judge. Well, it's not going to come to anything, and he's down to 900 creds for the next round.
Well, a bit anticlimactic
Yes.
of a round after the little additional delay on the backside of the tactical timeout. A dart to clear the way. Fox and Cruz eventually need to make their way
Di
over
tengah
towards
tuh.
B, because if nothing else, they need to die on the
Teksture.
spike explosion.
Yeah, no, this turret.
But Texture has other things in mind.
Yeah, it's positioned the other way, so. Oh, he now.
Oh, okay.
Ya, anjir.
Then we'll get one for their trouble.
Udah jangan dipaksain. Gak apa-apa itu, kasihan biar sampai puas saya. Udah betting kagak bakat. Dinaik buat NT juga. Lengkap.
Yeah, it does give an old point to Batsy, and he's very close. So, you know, all in all, I think both sides are okay with that.
Terus sampai dapet. Taunya udah nggak ada ininya ya, pilihannya ya. Emang pilihannya cuma jomblo, mampus.
It was a Spectre, so it's not great, but he had a weapon to carry forward.
The more I think about it, it's just such a funny ending.
Yeah. I mean, I keep drawing these Carmine parallels in my head.
Yeah.
The XMS not saving
weapon,
not
dying
part.
Yeah.
Selamat,
well,
bro.
I mean, they're still buying up to whatever they can. A little bit of half armor on the side of Pat.
Whoop.
Whoop. No.
Garnet.
I don't think he saw him.
I don't think he saw.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be going for this. Well, now he's very well aware. Hunter's Fury. Out from Fox, gets the tag, gets the kill. Aaron take it down. Nicely done.
Tension 0,01 mampus.
He absolutely does. That's a big part of the plant util eliminated.
And I like that commitment, right? You have your own lockdown, you know, if Texture is able
bentar
to
lagi
build
nih
up
udah
to
di
his at some
jam
point before we go
5.55, bentar
to a
lagi
potential
bocil buka akan
overtime.
menyerang.
So, might as well just use Hunter's Fury to try to get a lead because you are desperate to catch up here.
My God! Oh, the combo of Bazzi and Rossi is continuing to go hand in hand. I'll headshot him, you finish him.
Yeah, and you took out the Killjoy, so you know that they have to be focused on Kitchen once again.
Maksa Monor udah sama naik back dari Resturi, apalagi sama orang tuanya si dia. Oh.
Cruz trying to buy some space, throws down that bite, sprays in up top. Well, yet, don't believe, not getting hit by the dart.
Oh, but Rossi's already all the way through
30
Kitchen.
seconds left.
He's on the flank. Now,
Terus sampai Talon menang.
they're actually going to get around Pat as well.
Ngarep dek.
That lurk around the back, Rossi with the blades out, finds Cruz.
Patipan bang, lihat Patipan bang.
Now, a 3v4, the spike being still brought around the corner. Pat gets the jump, finds Rossi, time running low, the Reckoning going to be invested, the wave push out, he goes in.
Oh my God, Patipan bro.
The spike is planted, but Texture is just not in a position to make anything happen this time around.
Jauh-jauh, kitchen. Stick it.
Yeah, even if you get the nano in
Anjay
there,
kelas.
just not good enough.
Patipan nih bosku.
And there we have it. We are tied up again at 11-11. Make a wish, William.
We are tied. But
apa sih kids ya elah perang aja nih laptop.
Somehow because it was so costly, right? And your econ, now that you've broken the losing streak, it's still not going to be complete full buys, I don't think. Meanwhile, so many crits
orang nggak mau bansos
on the
apa?
side of Global Esports, so you're not out of the woods yet.
Gatel
Certainly not.
Yeah, half armors across the board and a Guardian as well, so Sushi Boys.
Bang, kemarin Jetta ada nobar elegannya lagi nggak? Enggak, Jetta pada duduk.
We saw some good gardening.
We did.
Nobar duduk.
We'll go with that. Earlier from both Rossi as well as Bazzi. Let's see what Sushi Boys can get done with it. That lockdown still at the ready. Texture now just one charge away.
Rossi with an attacker operator. You still have that Sky to support you. But yeah, it's hard. Like you're not going to be able to go through to Kitchen with the operator.
Kayaknya nggak OT sih, 13-11
you
ini.
find someone fishing for info in mid. Ideally the Killjoy. Then you know that they'd have to reinvest over to the middle part of the map.
Kita lihat
it
guys,
doesn't happen,
OP
but
goat nih.
you know they spent just enough time where they can still reset. You still have a minute on the clock. The problem being that Garnet is in a poor position.
Yeah. There's the Cloudburst back away. Enough to at least check and see if there's going to be somebody pushing.
Mana gorengan?
I mean, Texture taking a little bit of damage. The shots fly through the nest. Garnet's wanting to stay and try to find that pick, but the Reckoning forces him back. Lockdown as well, going to be invested as they try to sell this fake. Rossi, the only one who's going to be left in the site itself, as he's going to back away.
30 seconds left.
Oh, I mean, a great play from Global though, right? They really just fake out that they're going to run away from the lockdown. It's already, the Talon thinks they're one step ahead, but they're actually caught behind.
So I'm saying, they're staying forward. They're trying to really sell this. As the counter swing in, they will take down Garnets. It's a lone
Selalu nggak aware layer kedua gitu. Kenapa ya?
Has to exit though.
Minimal setengah detik lah aware.
Man advantage is still going to be found by Talon.
Yeah, and they're making sure that Pat tries to catch up to
Batalin
Batsy as
dulu
well.
Pamali, enggak gua nggak percaya Pamali.
They hear each other and Batsy with a kill. Now they have to make sure that Sushi Boy stays alive for that alarm bot in mid. Otherwise, they're gonna have to worry about it.
Aaron Getting some revenge for the early death previously. Does get pinged. The drop down comes in. Fox able to find one and somehow doesn't take any damage in that exchange. Shock dart to try to clear things out. Gets rid of one of the nanoswarms, the other one lobbed in. He does manage to take it down.
12.
And that one, he's gonna go ahead. Holds it to half. Has to back away.
7 darah,
7
Cok.
HP remaining, and Bazzi says thank you very much.
Laban halo.
Finds the kill. They find match point. Talon need one more with no cash in the bank to take this to overtime if they want to have a chance.
And the way they've been playing their ecos on defense have not been that successful.
Tapi tadi dia meng-carry, Bang. Di awal.
Spray onto 2, and Fox, I mean, he did what he could, right? You see the nanoswarm coming in and say, okay, the best I can do is get the half now, pretend that I didn't, you know, get hit too much by and try to win this 1v1 first. Doesn't work out, he's too low.
Now it's a hero vandal from Garnets, and then sheriffs across the board.
Maaf. Ntar gue mau download itu dulu guys, more down. Oh, saya Mas Sudar ngajak main. Tahu kalau mereka masih main ya.
Okay, so Global Esports, they know that every time on that eco, they've had Pat try to push out. They
Pukul
invest a lot
DBangkongS
to
udah
make
nggak
sure
bisa
that
nggak
that doesn't happen. Now, it doesn't really sign good news for Talon, because again, the weaponry's not there.
Any kill for Pat's a reckoning.
Udah kabur abang-abangannya.
Trying to get a lockdown. Nano spotted Aaron and
Mantul,
interrupts the plan
buset.
just to go ahead and clear that one out. In the meantime, swing around the back, Texture going on the lurk, trying to catch anybody moving out under tube. Ooh, and breaks line of sight just in the right. Oh, yeah, I was going to say at the right time to avoid seeing Sushi Boys, but then Garnets is right around the corner to get the elimination. Now Aaron has to pay attention to the back flank.
Yeah, but
Rossi with one, Patsy with another. They're just trying to inch forward and take down Cruz. And with that damage being dealt, it is just Fox now with that.
Bener ya prediksi gua ya.
Try to kill off 4.
13-11 ya.
They're not taking any chances. They just flip it on its head.
And run to the hills.
GG.
It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. Fox ends up
GG ya.
falling, and Global Esports will at long last find their first match victory here.
Ya malamnya rungkat ya, nanti malam aja biar sepian dikit.
Making their debuts. Both of them putting up solid performances for their first time on this stage.
Cairkan dulu guys.
Can hold their heads high as the best team previously.
Yang lagi nonton jangan lupa di like ya, dibantu sampai 500 like supaya teman-teman yang rungkat bisa mendapatkan bansos ya, mantap.
One thing that I'm really impressed about is that despite having to play with all these different roster combinations,
Di Indonesia ada ini nggak guys? Interview monyet kali Indonesia ya?
Coming from Split into this ice box.
Harusnya ada interview Indo kan?
Their ice box as well, and it looks quite strong, not perfect, but
ada ya?
the foundation is there.
Yeah, definitely some things to work on here. A couple of overzealous moments from, I'd say, multiple people.
Tapi melayang, terima kasih. Satu bukannya I love India, anjay kelas.
Trying to get those eliminations. A couple of occasions falling a little bit flat, but widely.
Ya kita ganti dulu nih ke PCT ID. Nah. Maaf. Ada ayang guys.
Di match ini dia nggak ngasih SK Rossi, jadi cukup
tuh ya.
Dan adabnya.
Mitsumete kuretane.
Oh my god.
Lah. Left. P.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ya. Sekarang sih ngechat itu, iya ngechat. Timnya Jenderal udah F.
Penting yang bisa ia dapatin. Emang Monyet kena zone out sih di sini. Iya, karena dia main sebagai anchor jatuhnya sih. Nggak dapetin space nembak sih. Iya. Dia main sebagai Viper anchor kan. Dia saat
Anjay, Monyet.
bahkan
ternyata Eirin lebih pendek daripada Monyet, guys.
Texture beberapa kali memang Monyet ngeflank di situasi 1-1-2.
Keinjak.
Beberapa kali Monyet memang
lucu lagi. Maaf.
Cukup sulit untuk dia.
Kemenangan pertama untuk tim Global Esports. Berkat adanya dua pemain India yang bermain di hari ini. Map pertama Lightning Pass.
Tekstur keinjak.
Pemain-pemain yang ada di map pertama, di map kedua Eskarosi dengan operatornya pun bisa mendapatkan map yang kedua.
Gila nih, mau futsal di mana nih bang?
Ternyata untuk tim Global Esports.
Gimana, kalau Lightning Fast Lightning Fast kacau, kalau Eskarosi apa?
Kacau.
Gue jadi pengen bikin Bali ingin bikin petisi.
Apa tuh?
SJW stay aja di Korea. Karena sudah 2 match yang ada Indonesianya.
Menang coy.
Menang.
Tapi Paperix kalah. Ya,
Yes,
ya namanya juga lawan final boss. Dia lawan final boss.
Paperix langsung lawan raja terakhir masalahnya.
Itu dia sih cuy.
RRQ bisa menang 2-0 lawan tim Secret. Dan kali ini Global
Let me see the
Esports
exact location.
melawan.
Kenapa keringetan gini sih? Ngapa pakai minyak dia?
From April 16 to
Pakai minyak maksudnya pakai make upan.
Bisa melihat Patipat lalu Garnet yang begitu menyala. Dan meskipun kita disuguhi dengan
Anjir Bani Fufu. Kok mati gini guys?
Skarosi di awal, tapi dia bisa langsung menyesuaikan.
Are we still in Leona?
Kita bisa melihat di sini Bazi dan juga tekstur yang dapat spotlightnya lah.
Ya, ini duo Korea yang selalu menjadi tulang punggung global esports. Fondasi penting. Apalagi mereka bermain dengan begitu.
Kayak Valo gede banget, lumayan.
Sering awalnya duelis, akhirnya dia ngalah, dia main Sentinel kan. Main Sentinel, Sage dan juga Killjoy, Eskarosi dikasih kesempatan tersebut, sementara dari Bazi
Jenderal udah bener. Sabar.
Support yang selalu bagus, map control yang ada, nge-killnya juga dapat.
Hah? Kenapa?
Nah.
Apa?
Enggak di sini.
Ya terus kenapa? Lu berani? Lu takut lawan gua?
Kan gua udah pernah menang sama lu.
Ya kan itu dulu. Hah? Hah? Takut ya? Lihat. Takut.
Lu serius?
Lah. Lu takut? Waduh.
Ayo, duduk gua gitu.
Nih, pakai, silakan.
Lu serius?
Kalau gua menang gimana?
Jejak by one.
Kalau gua menang gimana?
Kalau lu menang wajar. Ayolah rematch. Aduh, tapi nggak bisa pakai ID gua. Bisa nggak sih? Bisa ya?
Weh si Kak Groot anjing di sini Groot report. Child abuse.
Gua main di warnet tadi nggak bisa soalnya pakai ID gua.
Oh, lu patch yang Korea kali, di situ ada 2 patch.
Oh, gitu.
Ada yang normal, ada yang Korea. Di PC Bank.
Gue main di PC Bank. Do you need your mouse cable, Ewok?
No, you can still use.
You can use it. It's fine now.
You're not overheating?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, let me know if you're overheating.
It's good. It's fine. I want to
lihat aja lu, gue menotis kalau misalnya yang sering-sering komen ya, apal gua.
No,
apal.
David. I'm gonna David in one time.
Lu ngadu nih sama David nih.
Sama IJ itu.
Lu takut? Hah? Lu takut?
Gimana lu?
Gua pur lu pakai pemkop.
Anjing. Gua pur lu pakai serif gua. Stream di PC mager nih, suruh Yanto aja yang megang.
Kalau gua report ntar dia kelihatan gak ya kalau ngechat? Aduh, sorry dah.
Hah?
Sini powerbanknya. Lu recordin itu. By one nih.
Gimana jadi sekarang? Putusannya nih habis makan.
Gua mau bantai David coy.
Gua bantai.
Itu auto sign up.
Gimana Pit? Lu bakal ditantang lagi by one Pit.
Oh, waktu itu dia menang.
Dia kada mantap.
2-1 skornya anjing tapi.
Jadi ini best of 3 ya.
Best of 3.
Gimana Bung Jamal menurut pendapat Anda?
Gua pede sih, gua ngebet Wilson gua.
Gua
Wilson gua.
Gua juga. Iya, yang itu yang di ujung baru bisa. Ujung kiri, Ten.
I win.
What do you think, Lord?
You're next.
I will look, bro.
Ketemu lagi aja. Enggak, gua mau lawan.
What do you think, Lord? About this?
What do you think, Lord?
3-0, bro.
3-0 easy.
Bagus anjing. 3-0. Kan emang kayak gitu.
Oh, Yuri coy, lagi nonton Yuri coy. Bani lagi nonton Yuri coy.
Suara siapa?
Anjay, kur.
Apaan sih? Goblok.
Malu.
Cok dia nyanyi, Cok. Bagus suaranya, Cok.
Gimana caranya? Kok nggak ada suaranya sih kayak ini?
Nyalain dulu.
Cie.
Kan punya lu ya?
Oh iya lupa. Kan gua udah nggak pakai.
Coba. Udah.
Eggman dengan VTuber.
04 bareng di FM di bawah.
Oh, jadi di sini 2 klien.
sisa match mereka.
Ada klien Korea sama klien normal. Gimana, Pit? Lu menang nggak?
Lawan-lawan yang enggak.
Masa lu kalah sih?
Susah emang.
Ini di main lu berapa? Pacific 2023 ini semuanya susah.
Oke, aman.
Semuanya
Udah,
memiliki peluang yang
mulai ya.
sama untuk menang dan pastinya mereka memiliki peluang
Anjing, by one.
dan karena itu kita nggak bisa beli juga deh. Nah, di sini bisa kelihatan nih nanti seperti apa.
Kagak aja masih pakai itu loh.
Aduh, grogi gini anjing.
Mereka kali ini sudah
Apa?
diangkat.
Steel series apa guys namanya? Gua sampai lupa anjing.
Bakalan menjadi pertama.
Gue juga ke Kowil gua.
ICK Heavy.
Kowil gua juga.
Enggak boleh spion, enggak boleh spion.
Gue di sini nih gua. Ini kok jadi kotoran gua.
Kita semua
Eskarosi.
kita datang Eskarosi Dor.
Eskarosi?
Ya, ICK Heavy.
Lagi nonton film.
Eskarosi ya Bang ya, bukan Eskarosi. Monyet. Halo monyet.
Kita boleh panggil dia dengan namanya aslinya aja
Oh,
ya.
iya,
Kan
Caya.
lagi tidak di pertandingan sih ya.
Caya, gue mau nanya dong, gimana impact dari Lightning Fest di map
Bejir.
pertama menurut lu? Menurut pandangan lu?
Apa ya, kalau misalkan Lightning Fast tuh lebih kayak bener-bener duelist race tau nggak? Jadinya gue ngerasa ya kalau misalkan texture pakai race kan dia kayak apa namanya nggak selalu yang maju kayak dia yang segila dia gitu tau nggak? Kalau misalkan pakai Lightning Fast dia entry-nya masuk.
Oh ya, tipikal race yang dijudge sorty gitu kan. Iya, dapat nggak dapat yang penting entry dulu dapetin space aja. Benar-benar. Itu. Kalau Eskarosi di yang map kedua menurut lu? Iya.
Sama juga.
Oh, sama juga ya.
Beda playstyle-nya Texture sama Eskarosi sama Bronski itu beda-beda playstyle-nya. Tapi buat ke kita lebih cocok playstyle Eskarosi di Jet.
Oke. Gue mau nanya Cah, kemarin gue sempat nonton stream lu ya. Gue nonton streamnya ya. Yang lu sempat bilang bahwa Eskarosi itu sebenarnya playernya bagus, pintar, tapi terkadang dia overhit. Nah, gimana dari Global Esports bisa mencoba untuk ngerem dan meredam Eskarosi gitu? Apalagi sekarang Texture kan main Sentinel kan ya? Gimana tuh?
Iya. Biasanya udah kalau misalkan udah Eskarosi nge-overhit, chill. Make it hard. Nah, kayak gitu aja. Udah dia langsung ngerti.
Iya. Siap.
Nah, Caya, tadi di map kedua kalian kehilangan cukup banyak poin meskipun Icebox adalah markasnya Talon. Tapi apa yang membuat kalian settle lagi dan bisa menutup match dengan cukup meyakinkan di 2 ronde terakhir?
PD sih.
PD.
Kita PD ya.
Itu karena dengar omongan saya, Bang.
PD sama AM kita, makanya kita bisa nge-close game-nya tadi.
Oke. Nah, kalau menurut lo ini ada pertanyaan dari official partner PC kita ya dari HP Om. Menurut lo siapa sih MVP di pertandingan kali ini?
Extur. Bazi.
Why Bazi? Why? Kenapa bukan lo?
Step up dia hari ini. Enggak, bukan gua cacat.
Enggak dong. Jadi Bazi menurut
Bazi 2 map ini.
Ya, Bazi lagi step up hari ini ya.
Terus
dia supportnya bagus, AM-nya lagi pede, makanya AM-nya lagi bagus, supportnya juga bagus, kayak flashnya, makanya menurut gua dia MVP hari ini.
Oh iya, satu lagi, lo memulai game dengan sangat luar biasa, ace di pistol round. What makes lo bisa secemerlang itu sih? Maksud gua kayak di pertandingan melawan DRX lo mencatatkan rekor 39 kill dan kali ini seharusnya lo bisa melakukan hal yang sama. What makes you memberikan kesempatan untuk yang lain?
Lebih ke ini sih, lebih ke musuh nggak ke tempat gua aja. Musuhnya di sebelah. Gua retake mulu.
Iya, apalagi yang tadi loh. Yang tadi Cah, yang lu ngegocek itu ngegocek showstopper itu gimana ceritanya?
Gimana tuh?
itu kan gue bilang ke Tasher, can you wall me up? I'll try to get one. Terus gue udah bunuh kan. Ada satu lagi nih, kan darah gue kalau nggak salah 41 tuh atau 44. Gue udah lihat nih, darah gue 44. Temen gue full HP semua. Ya udahlah, gue lompat. Gue liatin dia kemana, gue lompatin. Lah, enggak kan.
Bukan duelisnya masih ada.
Tadi ngapain di situ?
Movement duelisnya masih ada.
Rasa-rasanya masih ada.
Udah sacrifice itu.
Iya.
Ini tempaan Severin, bro.
Punya 5 pertandingan sisa
Dikit, bro,
yang harus dimaksimalin. Apa tips and triknya untuk memaksimalkan 5 pertandingan sisa kalian?
Lebih ke arah PD aja sih. Menurut gua kalau misalkan udah PD mah semuanya bisa terjadi kan. Soalnya menurut gua di Pacific League ini semua orang bisa menang. Nggak satu tim aja kecuali di Arex.
Raja terakhir jadi ancaman. Oke, lagi kalau begitu Cahya. Dan selamat sekali lagi atas kemenangan hari ini. Semoga sukses di pertandingan selanjutnya.
Thank you. Bye bye Cahya.
Makasih ya.
Ternyata memang Lightning Fast yang lebih gila entry-nya ya.
Karena emang ada tipikal kayak misalnya Tens, dia jago jet atau duelisnya emang unik jago gitu. Tapi kalau disuruh main race, ya memang bisa entry tapi gak segila race kayak misalnya Ray Force atau Lightning Fast yang tadi gue ngomongin kan.
Lightning Fast
ya
gak
tipikal
takut mati coy.
Iya tipikal.
Udah guys. Udah. Ini yang buy one gimana nih? Ini spion. Spion anjing curang.
Siap.
Kok kasih tahu kok. Kasih tahu.
Tahu ya.
Wah, David stres David. Udah mulai kena nih.
Di spion lagi.
Kasih tahu kok.
Kasih tahu ya kita.
Kasih tahu kok. Kasih tahu kok.
Sekarang nobar buy one. Lihat matanya. Woi.
Aduh lu. Bener lo padahal. Udah bener lo crosshair placementnya.
Aku spion dan aku bangga tuh.
Gak apa-apa, defender side coy. Iya
Emang ya.
Ya lu Bani nonton lagi.
Bani anjing.
Ya Allah lihat tuh matanya.
Tracking lu oke juga kok.
Lihat dulu, oh di atas langsung.
Itu namanya.
Wildan bacot. PV David aja nggak usah ke Wilson yang cupu lah. Bacot Wildan bacot.
Ngapain sih? Tolol banget.
Anjay, kelas.
Gimana, Fit?
Ini lebih mantap nih kalau gue di defender, coy. Lebih mantap, coy, kalau di defender, coy. Ini, coy.
Tengok dulu dikit ya kan. Anjay, kelas.
Gila kok.
Tuh gue nggak spion ya.
Emang lu spion?
Ada beberapa round.
David serius anjing.
Ada, cuman malah kalah anjing.
Enak di scam.
Malah menang entot.
David terlalu serius anjing.
Enggak, gue nggak spion.
Gue nggak spion. Masih nengok.
Aduh. Oh, gue kira ding anjing brengsek. 7 sama ya.
Nih the real PAdu in real life guys ya.
Kenceng banget coy.
Lu tegang banget apa, Fit?
Tarik nafasnya kenceng banget.
Bani nih yang belum pernah mau buy one lagi sama gua. Setelah gua bantai di BO5. Hah? Buy one sama gua.
Kenapa?
Lu gak pernah mau lagi buy one sama gua. Wah, anjing. Apaan sih? Aduh, wah.
Gimana nih kok?
Anjing apaan sih?
87.
Kurang ngentot.
Wah, Tato Viper 38 kilo keluar nih.
Ya. Hapus ntar.
Ay.
Ya.
Tenang coy, aman coy.
Nah, ini kayak terlalu nah. Udah kalah udah.
David.
Udah beres kali guys ya. Kita udah dulu ya. Nanti lanjut lagi habis taraweh ya, bosku. Seperti biasa, oke?
Nggak ada pressure di sini, mah kalah sama
Kita TTD. Seperti biasa, bosku, nanti kita lanjut habis taraweh. Berarti jam 8-an. Seperti biasa ada billing untuk sampai sahur. Terima kasih yang sudah menonton, terima kasih yang sudah nge-like. Terima kasih yang sudah join member dan gift member ya, TTD ngemot OP. Sampai jumpa nanti malam setelah tarawih. Dadah. Bentar. Yang masih streaming siapa, guys? Oh, ada Bang Os nih. Ke Bang Os ya. Saya GTA gitu ya.